Well, hi there. I didn't even think we were going to stream today, but by some miracle, I'm not 12 years behind, and all of the wedding content is prepped, so kind of had time this afternoon, and we're going to go and shoot some pheasants. Was this supposed to be Twitch? Mostly because there's not going to be a stream next week. I figured we'd do it here on YouTube, and, you know, we also did we stream Monday? No, I think we were deer hunting, so we have not gotten to do a YouTube stream in a while, and I figured we'd just go with that. So, there's apparently quite the great one pheasants that have been shot out there, and that kind of makes me feel good about our odds of getting one. I'm probably not going to do the thing where we spawn right on them, though. I don't love that. It's kind of the same as tar and stuff. I didn't prefer to do it that way, so we'll probably stick with the same approach. And we have a 223 to shoot things with as we go. Maybe I'll do this. Did you see that 10 gauge birdshot is class 1 and 2? You know, I did. Why did that... What? Alright, I tried to shoot the first time and it didn't. I saw it and I completely forgot about it. But I did, when they announced it, I did see that was a thing. What's up, TLC? Did I see Crow got 2 great one pheasants in one stream? I didn't get to see the stream. Mel told me he had 3 and I knew he had already killed the 1, so I assumed it was 2 in one stream, but I didn't actually get to see it. Foxes are so hard to grind? I'm not gonna lie to you, that's part of why we're doing pheasants today. I did okay on Emerald Coast in my setup and stuff. We killed 20. But I think it's gonna be a slow process, and literally the only stream we're gonna get to do until, I don't know, December 16th or something like that. Figure we might as well go and do something that should be a little more efficient. So, we're gonna try to do the 4 to 8 a.m. zones. And I've got some pheasant zones discovered already. So we'll start with that and kind of see where we end up. When do we get married? Next Thursday. Brass as well? That's a good question. We're gonna go across there, I can check. Might as well since we're here. Or you know what, I even have it. I don't have to fast travel. Do I suck or are the shotguns incredibly inconsistent with shooting flying targets? It's also possible that I suck, but I have had issues hitting things where I feel like I should have gotten them. I'm not really sure. I wouldn't say they're inconsistent, but by the way, brass birdshot is 1 to 2. What's up, SS Norway? What's going on? Welcome on in. Of course, it's the 12th. I don't know how I think we initially said that as a joke, but it's a nice number, 12, 12, 24. The first 2 add together. I am like, I don't know what the proper word is, but not OCD about it, because I know people with actual OCD hate when people say that, but I like things like that, so it's quite satisfying. Hands down, which pheasant do you want? And congratulations on the wedding. Thank you, man. Citrine would be my preference, but honestly, like, Sapphire is really cool. Ruby is actually way better than I thought it was going to be. There's not one that I would shoot and be like, gotta grind for another one, don't like it. Whatever we get, I'll be thrilled with. Pearl is very good, by the way. Danny, thank you for the super chat. Broncos country, Jameis tried, defense died. Dude, you know what? I was quite impressed by Jameis in that game, and it has me a little concerned for Sunday, but I'm not going to get to watch the game. Well, unless maybe YouTube TV won't realize that I fly from Pittsburgh to Atlanta. If I keep the app open, that's my plan. Maybe it'll show me the Steeler game. I don't think it's going to work. What's up, pizza? Where are the foxes? In the foxholes, obviously. There you go. There they are, right there. There's 4 of them. I guess we'll shoot those. You never know. We could get a great one fox by accident. Diamond Wild Boar yet? I have 2 videos, which kind of tells you what happens at least in the first one, coming on the Layton Trophy Cabin. So I won't spoil the results of said things, but like I said, it sort of spoils the first one, considering we went back. Do you plan on shooting the great one pheasant with a bow? I think this will be the first great one we don't shoot with a bow. Oh. We hit that. I don't know if I'm going to go claim that. Anyway, I have a couple of different thoughts. I thought about trying to get out of the air with a 22, but it's kind of the same thing with the bow. It's not that getting it out of the air with a bow would be difficult. We didn't get either of those? Okay. We're pheasant hunting anyway. So the biggest issue would be, I don't like the thought of like, okay, flush pheasant. Shoot at it with an arrow. I missed. Okay, shoot again. One more time. All right, it's going to land. Don't shoot now. That just feels like it would water down the whole Great One experience to me. So we're probably not going to do that. Yeah, like I said, a few different potential options. Hello there. Now, should I not shoot this because it's a level 1? It's not the minimum weight estimate. What are you doing? I tried so hard to get a screenshot of a pheasant for this thumbnail. And this guy's like, how about me? I am your model. This is also a solo zone, I guess. Or is it? Yeah, we'll leave that. That seems to be one that would not be beneficial to actually shoot. Have fun, buddy. Flinter Claws, what's going on, JTAC? Both those foxes died, but nobody saw that. Flashbacks to the Hunter Classic Pheasant mission. Honestly, that too, and that's, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, if it's continually lob arrows at pheasant until I clip it, that's not interesting. I'd rather, it doesn't even have to be difficult. My thing with shooting great ones with a bow has never been about difficulty. It's been about the requirement to get close. So maybe, what I'd like to do is have my pointer flush it to me, and maybe I'll use a shotgun with a red dot or something, and just really try to catch it, like, flying right over us. I think that would be cool. But, at least in theory, it's a long way away from that actually being a thing. Those are black grouse, not pheasants. Foxes for days out here. Use the 410. The thing about the 410 is it's unlikely to actually drop the pheasant, which also I feel like just makes the experience less good. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. Don't pheasants have to be in the air? To get the score anyway, yes. I'm not answering that, Acid. I'm doing the 4 to 8 zones. Do you think your fox grind will be as terrible as your bear grind? I hope not. I'd like to think Emerald Coast has potential. Basically, my thought is this. I'm going to try to mostly grind the lakes, and then the beach on the eastern side of the map, and the, that's a raccoon dog, I thought it was a rare. The creek in the middle of the map, I'm thinking of maybe trying to just, like, get that to the point that it's a bunch of small ones. We'll see, though. Alright, first couple of pheasants. I should have brought radar to point, but that will kill time today. And also, I'll probably put a tent something like 100 meters away. Somewhere in there. 375 for pheasant? Now we're talking. That's a good idea. That will drop it. Now, if I start a tent down... Okay, they're defensive, so it shouldn't spook them now. So, tent. Maybe they will fly. Nah, that's what we want. Is this your job? Yes. YouTube, you know, video creation and streaming, that has been my full-time job, I think, for, like, 8 years? Something like that. So here's what I'd like to do. I would like to do my pheasant grinding primarily out of the air. I don't necessarily care if we shoot them on the ground sometimes, but I don't know, like, I don't love the idea of spawning right on top of them, blasting them on the ground, and moving on. I like pheasant hunting, and I don't want to ruin it for myself. So there's one spot. We have another pheasant zone there that we'll go and check. Montucky, thank you for the 13 months, by the way. Welcome back. How's it going, man? Oh, got a diamond leucistic pheasant. That's awesome, man. And just walking around the map? Even better. Congrats on that. Can pheasants become bugged and not fly? Yeah, we just had one. If you rewind the stream like 4 or 5 minutes, we just had one that did it. I don't know what causes it, but sometimes they're like, yep, nope, stay here. Why aren't you using the 10 gauge semi? I don't know. I do better with the 16 gauge. This single dot sight just works for my brain. 6 days and counting. Early congrats on the wedding. Thank you, man. It's definitely going to be a little bit stressful over the next 6 days, but honestly, we have most stuff taken care of at this stage. It's mostly going to be travel out there and then obviously like some setup and stuff like that, but minus packing our bags, which is going to be this evening's task. I think we're decently well set up. Is that max? It is, right? This is why Flantro doesn't get great ones. Huh? Oh, that's cool, yeah. Very cool. 470 versus pheasant. It's a double barrel, so you know. Oh, you know what I was thinking of? The, I think it's called the Fiona, the side-by-side 20 gauge from the Goose Pack, whatever the heck that was called. That could be a kind of cool gun to shoot a great one pheasant with. No more classic streams, not until after the wedding. So we'll be back home, like next weekend. My hope is that the holiday event will be out by then and we can actually jump into some holiday event streams. We haven't been here for the holiday event since 2020. I get to play it, you know, in the couple of days before we leave typically for the holidays. But I'm actually quite excited to get to do that. So That is definitely part of the plan. Okay, what is actually happening here? There's a zone, so we probably left that. I have this zone as well. It's not like actually showing me. I really don't need to be spending my entire stream chasing a raccoon dog, but that's not it. Well, I don't know. Okay, now it's showing. So is the wedding also the honeymoon? I wouldn't say it like is, but we're also not doing like an immediate honeymoon, so it'll either be like a delayed one or I don't know. How do you stream on YouTube from Xbox? That I don't have an answer to. You can do it, I don't know exactly how you do it. What's up, Barzo? Having so much fun with this map, definitely good cache builder, and also gets your aiming so much better for larger prey. Yeah, you gotta be on it with this map. All the, like, let's say 4-footed creatures, raccoons, raccoon dogs, red foxes, you still, like, earlier, we whiffed on 2 of them at like 300 meters, you're still gonna be a good shot, but trying to hit birds out of the air or just go to the clay range, you gotta be good. And I have routinely not been in the videos on this map. 22 pistol for Great One Pheasant. I don't hate it. I don't hate that idea. Definitely up for consideration. I won't necessarily commit to anything until it shows up. I think I want to use a shotgun of some kind, but I considered a 22 in general. What have I missed? You're getting married. That's awesome. Congrats. Thank you, man. Time flies. That's, you know, go from... When did I start this channel in high school to getting married and we're still doing it? Now what? Bruh. I'm about to give up on this thing. Would have been convenient if that was it. What's your favorite plumage for the Great One Pheasant? I think Citrune's my, like, #1 favorite, but I like them all. There isn't a one where I'd be disappointed with. Can use the crossbow on the Great One Pheasant. No. That's not the right track. Legit, if we don't find this in the next 5 minutes, I'm going back to Pheasants. What is your favorite gun? I really like the new 375. Probably the 44 lever action is still going to be my favorite because I just love that thing. And I want a 444 Marlin or an 1894, something like that in real life anyway. So that definitely helps skew things. Is this just incorrect? Because is the direction lying to me? I'm going to go out that way. If we don't find the track, I'm done. Anyway, we'd like to get the Onyx one. Is that, oh, what the heck? Obsidian? They should add throwing knives to the Great One Pheasant. If they give me aim assist, like the throwing knives in Red Dead Redemption 2, I'll take it. What do you want for the next great one? I still think Mule Deer will be awesome. In my opinion, like, if you asked me that, like, I don't know, 3 months ago before they revealed the 2 new great ones, I would have said it wouldn't be Mule Deer as this one anyway. Reason being, we just got a non-base game great one in the Tar, and I figured they would want to go back to base game. Both Pheasant, because they added them to Hirschfelden, and Red Fox are base game great ones. Might go take a peek over there. But now I think there's a chance they go away from base game again. Do you think they should add squirrels to the game? I think it could be a good, you know, small game hunting experience. Are you by yourself? Well, that's kind of lame. So the biggest issue with squirrels, by the way, in order to save, like, resources, trees don't have, like, a hitbox at the top of the tree. So, like, we're ranging this tree right now at 146, and then we get up here a ways, and now there's no collision box. Having the squirrel stay on that tree up to that distance would be a challenge, but if they could figure that out, which I'm sure they probably can, I'd like them. What about your favorite fur type of the Great One Fox? I have gone back and forth on this. I think the peppermint is probably my favorite. Has anybody gotten it yet, though? Because I haven't actually seen it. I've only seen the concept art. Somebody got that Mystic Snowdrop or whatever it's called. That one looks awesome. I really like that. So what are your plans for the Great One Pheasant? Just shooting everyone that moves, or is it going to be calculated? Calculated to the degree that, like, the first pheasant we saw on today's stream, I think he was maybe out here somewhere. He was a level 1 male in a solo zone. I'm not shooting that. From what I can tell, not even what I can tell, what I've been told, and kind of generally my experience hunting pheasants, because I've done quite a bit of it, you don't have to kill the hens in the flocks of pheasants to get free spawns, so we're just going to find flocks that have 2 roosters ideally, maybe 8 of those, something like that, and that's going to be our focus. I'm mostly trying to grind out of the air. We'll probably kill some on the ground if they're small or whatever, but I don't want to hate pheasant hunting, and I like shooting them out of the air, so that's mostly going to be what we do. I'm over 60 years old, and I think this game is great. Pheasant. I have over 2,000 hours. I find out new things daily. Thank you for people like you. Big. I appreciate you, man, and I'm glad you're still enjoying the game. It's got, you know, the great thing about Call of the Wild is it's got so many different ways you can play it, and it allows you to just, you know, it's almost infinite replayability. This is an instance where just shooting them on the ground probably makes more sense. And tent here is going to be interesting because they're up this hill. Probably down on this side. What's up, Bottom Boy? Mystic Snowdrop, these great one names getting out of hand. Pretty sure that's the name of a dancer down at Southern Exposure. Probably is. Peppermint might be as well. How's the wedding stress coming? I mean, by some miracle, I got all my prep work done a day early, so that definitely makes it a little bit easier in terms of getting packed and like travel day and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure Kyle is more stressed than I am. I'm not overly stressed at the moment, but, you know, get down to the last couple of days there, that probably changes. What's up, Hydro? Corbin would love a great one hare. I mean, we have a pheasant. Who's to say that we can't get a great one hare at some point? They need to do some creative stuff with it, like fur-wise and stuff. And Mel had this idea, so I want to make sure I credit her for this. There's this, like, I'll call it a condition, I guess that's the right way to say it, where I think it's like calcium growths or whatever that hares or lagomorphs can have. Lagomorph is like a rabbit, hare or rabbit. And it's, in theory, responsible for the original, like, jackalope. Somebody saw a rabbit that had these, like, growths coming out of his head that looked like antlers. You could do a jackalope great one. There's some level of precedent there. I like the idea. I think it could be cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to get radar just so he can help us find pheasants, because I have, like, 4 reliable zones. Let's see. That's not pheasant. None of these down here, pheasants. We'll find them eventually, but... Oh. I don't think I've been to that one. Unless that was where that... I think it might have been. Is that where that solo was? No. Let's go there. We'll also get radar. I got 2 diamond... So you guys have been telling me I'm saying it wrong. Ferruginous ducks or something like that? That's probably wrong, too. Either way, congrats on that. My wife and I just got married in October, and the week leading up to it is stressful. I think that's, you know, inevitable and just part of it, but congrats, by the way. I wasn't on the game for about a year. Has a lot changed since then? Has a lot changed? I don't know if I'd say it that way. There's a bunch of new stuff in the game, such as pointers, as you see we're adding here. We've gotten 2 new great ones with this update, those being pheasants and red fox. New weapons. Waterfowl have received some kind of improvements, so kind of yes and no. Do you think they could use a mechanic similar to burrows for squirrels? Maybe. So this has always been my kind of original thought. Like, if they added essentially a zone tree for squirrels that would have its own, you know, it has collision boxes all the way out the branches, that could work. Does that make squirrel hunting less fun, though, if they're in predictable places? Maybe. I mean, we have a beech tree at my parents' house, probably 200 yards below the house or something like that, that has had squirrels in it my entire life and my dad's entire life. Going back like 75 years, there's been squirrels living in these trees. Solo or no? I think solo. So anyway, I think you could, you know, reasonably do it that way, and that would work, but I'd prefer if they could at least, you know, enter other trees and stuff too. Maybe you make a zone that's like a grove of trees or something. There's probably a way. Do I need to bring a bag while hunting? Ideally you don't carry a backpack or anything like that. Backpacks make a bunch of noise, although I think they toned that down recently. I don't ever carry a backpack, though. Shadow's mad at something. How old are you? I am 27. I don't see it being any different than having barrels out in Classic. You're saying you don't see squirrel hunting? Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I get what you're saying. Why don't you make squirrels like rabbits and the top of the trees are the burrows? Because you couldn't do every tree that way. You'd have to have like certain trees that are set up that way, and you'd run into the same thing we were just talking about where it's like predictable locations that maybe hurts the experience. Use the fanny pack thing? How much space did they give you? Is it 3 units? What's up, Tristan? There's a thing! Just got my great one bear after 700 kills, and I think I want to grind pheasants next. Do you think they're easy to grind? I really haven't gotten to the point of grinding them yet. I'm just sort of getting going on the setup portion, but the amount of great one pheasants I've seen in the community, I don't think they're extremely difficult anyway. So are these pheasant tracks? Oh. That's probably the flock we're supposed to be shooting. But is there a rooster? It's these. Okay, there's a small one. This appears to be a zone that's worthwhile. We just kind of maybe screwed up a little bit, so tent will go here. And we could bring radar and go and point them out, but I think we're better off finding zones first. What's up, Scarecrow? How's the hunt been? We're just kind of getting going with this. I think we've killed like 4 pheasants or something and some foxes, but I'm kind of like I wanted to go to Rancho, but my biggest problem with Rancho is I feel like there's too many places that you can find pheasants, and it's way more limited here. So I don't know this map as well. Maybe once I get to know it, I'll like it more. Not that I'm disliking what I'm doing, but I feel lost. The Great One pheasants have the same weight range as level 3 pheasants. So the not in map 1, this one, that will be the same, 2 to 3 kilo. The actual, open this up, this would be different. I think it's like up to 3.5 or 3.25. Scarecrow probably knows he's actually killed some. Maybe he can tell you. Do you like the Hunter Classic or Call of the Wild better? I think generally, like, I enjoy, all the new content that Call of the Wild brings, the consistent newness of that stuff. That definitely really helps. I like Classic's playstyle better, but at the same time, Classic hasn't a new map in like 7 years, so there's a, there's a give and take there. 2.94 to 3.75, so that would be 0.81. I think that maths. No. Maybe it's 2. Oh, the weight range would be bigger. That's probably right. My great one was 3.02, so I'd assume something around there. It is cool they made them bigger. Our Red Fox's the weight estimate would be different, right? Do you work or are you full-time creator? Full-time creator, I think since January of 2018. I wish I knew that information, like, definitively, but I don't really. I think the next great one would be a mallard. Have 2 bird great ones for the base game. Be an interesting idea. Hello? Okay, no rooster there. Anyway. Duck great one grinding would be a challenge, because unlike pheasants, with flocks of, what are you doing? Get over here. You're not pointing from all the way back there. My great one pheasant spawned 5 minutes ago, Morganite. Congrats, man. Hopefully you got him. Have I seen a lot of Morganites? I don't think so. Seems like a decently rare fur. I found a thing, by the way. I'm not going to do this all day. Bro, stop being critical and go. So you can do this and speed up the process a lot. Like I said, I'm not going to do that all day because that's a little lame, but I do want to flush them out here. What was I saying? Something else. Morganite seems very uncommon. Has anybody had obsidian yet? I can't say for sure that I've seen that. Are there storyline missions? There are missions anyway. I don't know if it's like a true storyline, but there are missions. 1 obsidian, okay. So have they all been found? Or all been, I guess found is, yeah, found works. What's up, K-Flow? Soon as this little fellow points these guys out, guess I'll be going for the pheasant, and obsidian's definitely the one I want / need. I'm spooked. Why? I mean, that works. Where did you come from? What are you? Are you a solo? I'm not gonna kill that yet. I'll probably end up killing that by accident at some point. Best way to grind XP for a beginner, honestly, if you've got a good enough gun, go to Emerald Coast and run up the eastern side of the map for crocs. I would say, like, if you got the 7 mil or better, do that and you'll gain XP so fast. And cash as well. Okay, let me go look at this here, because I don't know where that came from. I think the most I've seen people post is garnet, emerald, and citrine. I haven't seen a sapphire yet. Somebody's probably gotten one, but I haven't seen it at least. It's like collecting infinity stones. Where's my Flanos emote? Somebody made me that forever ago. It's an emote in Discord. I don't know why it's not an emote on here. Okay, I don't know where that one came from. I don't see a zone though. Sapphire's pretty rare, only seen one. It almost makes me want that one more because it seems more rare. Okay, there's pheasants. Seems like a 1 rooster. No, it is 2. Cool. I did that croc run when I first got EC. Had an initial spawn at level 7 piebald. I'm jealous. I've only had 1 rare croc. I think it was leucistic, but it was level 5. That's awesome, man. What's up, Delta? My girlfriend got a sapphire? Nice. I found a good field for pheasants. Ooh, big one. See, maybe 3 pearl. They are decently rare and probably my favorite along with the sapphire. Pearl is way better than I thought it was going to be. The concept art, I like the idea, but the way that they executed it is way better than I thought they would. Who are you? Where'd you come from? What is like the average kill count for pheasant? That's a good question. I like the American flag there. Leucistic diamond croc is my dream diamond. Leucistic does look good, I'll give him that. Now, are y'alls together or what's happening here? This thing's gonna be sitting right here. Got a pearl today. Gotta say it didn't look as good as I hoped, but it's still my top 3. That's fair. I think they did a really good job with them as a whole, though. Like, overall, lots of really, really good looking great ones. Now, was this a zone? Because that might have been a solo that we just shot. I don't know what I'm doing enough yet. We'll see. Got a melanistic rock a few days ago along with a leucistic magpie. There you go. Same hunt. Go and get these failers. Would a diamond molting pheasant be considered a rare or super rare? So molting and gray are like the uncommon variations, so not a super rare. A cool diamond, like an, let's say, uncommon for diamond, but not a super rare. I think I blew out all my good field zones before I knew what I was doing. I probably have deleted a bunch myself, because I was planning on grinding on Rancho, to be honest with you. It's only been really in the last like 4 or 5 days. Hunting this map here and there as I've been prepping content and stuff, and I've kind of come to realize, like, you know what? There's only so many fields on this map. It probably makes it a better option than Rancho. Favorite Call of the Wild map? It is still Leighton Lakes, but I gotta say, like, as far as just a go have fun map, Saul's Weasel Park is up there. You gonna sit down right there? Or are you gonna flush? You are gonna sit down right there. Where's the other rooster? They'll come out of there eventually. Not a good spot. Nice. Where'd the other one go? Did he hunker down somewhere else? Oh. Yes. that takes care of that. How many pheasant zones? I mean, counting solos, like probably 10 or so. We've got, when we put this tent up, we'll have 5 legit setups. I want 8. 8 feels like enough to not overdo the hunting pressure. I might set up like tripods or something, but that feels like that's going to be challenging. Nice molting there. Okay, so tent here, probably up there, I'll say. I had 6 albino, wait, hold on. Oh, a 6, that makes more sense. A 6 albino initial spawn croc and a 7 leucistic respawn. Nice. Is it time to start hollering for a new whitetail map again? Only if they add, oh, radar can stop that. Only if they add new, like, 4x4 or 5x5 diamonds. It's the only way. Alright, maybe down here? I don't know if we checked this field today. We probably have, I can't remember. Why is Layton your favorite? Mostly for nostalgia reasons. Like, I just think about coming out to this game and not knowing anything about anything. Just going out and, you know, Doc's talking to you on the missions and you're going and helping, like, tramp find with the bears and all that kind of stuff. It just had that mystique about it. And going back there, I always have that just nostalgia for it. I also have, it was supposed to be today, but then I was able to stream, so it's going to be tomorrow now. I have a hunt coming up on Layton where we kill multiple somethings, but one specific something that was pretty darn cool. Okay, this kind of seems to be a solo pheasant, if anything. Probably leaving that go, at least for now. I guess we want to kill big solos, right? I don't really know how it works. Whitetail need an overhaul badly. Blacktail are worse, to be fair. But it's, you know, any gold whitetail, basically, in Call of the Wild is like a 16 point. And a 16 point typical whitetail is ungodly rare. Like, I don't know why games do this. Amy, thank you for subscribing. Welcome on in. Do you ever use the red dots on the shotguns? Not typically, but I've been considering doing that for the great one if we get one. I think that'd be kind of cool. Don't go getting the change whitetail until I get my great one. Alright, we can compromise. No peasants out here? What time is it? Okay. We gotta be careful because we want to stick to 4 to 8 zones, so probably we gotta rest soon. What happened to the second part of the Halloween update for Classics? So they have now pushed that back to like January, February, I believe. According to them, they've kind of gotten to the point where like future releases and stuff will be a lot smoother than this, but in order to not push back the holiday event, they had to postpone the Halloween event. I'm okay with it, only because they were probably going to release the Halloween event when I wasn't here, so I'm actually going to get to play it, but I understand why everybody's so upset, because, you know, obviously Halloween was a month and a half ago almost. I don't know. They have a new team. It is what it is. Hopefully they can get things sorted and future releases aren't problematic like this, but obviously not the greatest, you know, look. My weapons keep disappearing. Have to reload them in the inventory. You're getting the empty hand glitch? I don't even know how to make myself get it. There, I got it. So, the only way I can do it, like to get my weapon back, is to hit the holster button, which is H. Watching you from my hospital bed with a, oh my god, 104.7 fever? Dude. Hopefully they can get that down. That's not good. Press P. Well, P would be the camera. Does that work too? P's camera for me, anyway. Oh, it does. Nice. Blackout, thanks for becoming a Shoosty. It took a second for it to come up there. Appreciate you, man. Welcome on in. Enjoy the green badges and emotes. And thank you so much for the support. Oh, also, early access to uploads. Now, I will say all this prepped content, usually I can remember the morning of to set it to members only to watch for the first however many hours till it releases at 5 p.m. Sometimes I forget that. Most videos are early access for members, but when I prep content, there's some days where I don't do that. Just had a pic sent to me on Snap of a 2.5-year-old buck in Ohio with 16 scoreable points, mainframe 8 with a bunch of junk. If he can get a pass a couple of years, that's going to be a monster. What's getting repeated that I'm missing? Because I can just respond to it.
Do you have any tips tips for red deer grind on Quattro?
I don't know if I have any specific tips for red deer on Quattro. I mean, like anything, find your most consistent zones. 10 to 15 of those, whatever you can set up on. If you're doing herd management, you know, that gets a little more complicated with exteriors and all that kind of stuff. I'm not really super great with all that, so I'm the wrong person to ask when it comes to herd management, but the main thing is finding consistent zones that get you consistent respawns. That's what's worked for me, herd management or not. What's up, Ghost Rider? How you feeling about the pheasant grind so far? So we're at like 5 consistent setups, and right now I definitely think we need more because of hunting pressure reasons. I know there's pheasants like down here and stuff too. I'd really like to stick to the fields. I don't know if that's a legit option. But the thing that I'm excited about right now with it is I feel like we're getting some consistent zones, and if we can get to that, it shouldn't be that bad. I thought pheasants were going to be a big issue. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't know that pheasants even respawned in their zones. I just kind of thought that when you killed pheasants, they respawned elsewhere. I never noticed, you know, a trend of pheasant zones staying around, but I also never hunted pheasants in their zones. I would just run around till I would see one, spook it, and then go kill it. So it seems like it's going to be easier than I thought, and given the fact that I expect red fox to suck, I'm kind of happy about that. They told me 106 fever is just about dead. I think 105 is brain cell damage, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, definitely get that down. Is there any roosters in here? Looks like a big flock of pheasants. There can't be 7 hens, can there? Run, so they might be right here. Oh, hi. Bring your friends, let's see. There's a rooster. Hen, 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 hen. I think that's 6, so that should be all of them. Get him, Radar. I guess I'll put a tent here then. Ooh. Should I? Yes, correct time. And then we want to change the time. Been playing with the Hunter, and I've been enjoying it. Nice, man. What map you on? Tyler Brown, thanks for coming to a Shoosty. Welcome on in. Once again, enjoy the green name, emotes, and the early access to uploads, if I can remember to do that for the next week, but other than that, all other uploads. Okay, there's 6 spots. Now, will they be consistent? I don't know. We're going to find out. Do I have any other pheasant zones already? Oh, change the time. I did just see another one. Watching you while hunting? Nice, good luck to you. Speaking of, I haven't gotten the stream since then. Kyla killed another doe on Sunday morning, so she's up to 2 this year and 3 in total. Which means tomorrow when we go, if there's a mature doe, she's tagged out. So I'll get it. Or try to get it. Just jinx myself. Watch me miss a doe tomorrow. That was right there. There's another pheasant zone. Got my great one pheasant in 20 kills. It was a sapphire. That's sick. Congrats, man. 20 kills for a sapphire. Seems like they're decently rare from the kind of early great one harvest, so pretty good deal. Are you by yourself? Because if so, level 1, I'll leave it. It's not a small level 1. So I don't really know what to do about that. That guy's by himself, but he's decent, right? So maybe we kill that? We're going to find out. I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff. What is the best skills for pointer, soft feet, or energy? Soft feet. Wait, are you talking about, like, traits here? That's what I have, if you want to copy that. The, oh, light feet you're talking about. I see what you're asking me. So, this says the dog will begin sneaking further away from the animal it is moving towards. I don't see a benefit to that. The dog sneaks so slowly, and I have yet to see my dog spook something. So I don't think I would want light feet. I'm Mac, am I saying that correctly? Thank you for subscribing and welcome on in. Okay, we'll loop up around here, check this field. What's up, Jillian? No rares or diamonds yet. We've had 1 max estimate one, but we're really just getting to the point of setup. I do think, unlike probably any other species ever, we can probably be done with setting up and actually starting to grind a little bit today. No. I like my feet to have a little grit on them. If you go barefoot long enough, you develop soles. I don't know. What's up, Decker? I'm not smart enough to answer this, so I'm just going to let other people who actually know things about cars answer that. Do you think non-typical should be more than just a great one? Like, should there be a level 1 non-typical? That's kind of how Classic does it, and I think it's very well done in Classic. Non-tips in Classic are like, maybe not the pinnacle, but up there as far as like the thing that everybody wants to go after. And great ones are kind of that here, but I guess the difference in Classic is it's a big non-typical that's special. Like a small non-typical is like, oh hey, there's something that you don't see every day. It's kind of like killing, say, a piebald whitetail in Call of the Wild, maybe. So, yeah, I think I'd like him to add non-typicals generally. It would just be variety. It's something different for the hunt. Like, maybe you can get a silver non-typical and stuff like that. I'd like it. What's up, Griff? You were the one that commented about the merch thing, right? I think that was you that I replied to. Feet. I'm new to Colorado. I'm level 26. It sounds like you're moving right along. Oh, hi. We're fox grinding today, too. Now, did I really miss that? Efficient. What's the loadout? So right now we've got the 16 gauge, which we're using for our pheasants, 223 for foxes, 22 in case I gotta shoot a pheasant far, and tents because we're just in the process of setting up. Butchery? You saw nothing. What's up, Nimitz? Watching you from Brazil. Keep up the great content. I'll definitely do my best, man. Thanks for tuning in from Brazil. Do you think there should be a typical great one? There is a kind of typical rack, but it's not like a perfect typical. But I do. Honestly, I don't know how you go much beyond the existing diamond racks, because the diamond typicals are enormous as is. That would probably be a little bit difficult, but it's one of those things, like, it's more variety. I'm all for it. There's a kind of typical Great One fallow rack that I think is awesome. What camo's on that gun? On the 223? That looks like the Hirschfelden Premium wrap, I'm pretty sure. Hirschfelden or Quattro, they're quite similar. It's a decent one. That is a pheasant, which is kind of good because there's a pheasant zone here. How rare are the hybrid widgeons? I've only ever killed one. I'm not a huge waterfowl hunter, so maybe someone else has a better answer than that, but seems like hybrids of pretty much anything, like grey-lag geese, widgeons, goldeneye, very, very rare. The windmills are killing the whales. They're eating the dogs. Apparently that's a real thing, by the way. Windmills have effect on whales because, like, it's the droning sound or something. Not using the Superior 22250. So I brought that on my Red Fox grind video for Emerald Coast, and everybody was like, "Why did you bring that?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I just wanted something ethical, and it came from Emerald Coast, so I brought it. This isn't a solo zone, so I think we can set up on this and kill that one. Actually, he's tiny. Just pop him from here. And that was a duck. Just a duck. How hard do you think it would be to do a Great One whitetail grind with no tents or tripods? You think about some maps here. Would be tough on Reventuli, would be doable but difficult on Rancho. There's a couple spots on Rancho that are like, there's huge lakes where you could essentially just run around them that aren't far from outposts. If you focused on those, you could do it. That's where I would go. The Hunter Wiki is a good place to see how rare fur types is. I didn't even know they had that. I haven't gone on the Call of the Wild Wiki in a while. It's a rest zone for pheasants. I guess we'll stop by that area. I'm assuming you're from that flock, probably. I don't see a rooster, so it doesn't really matter. Big fan of the 22-250. I like it. It's, I guess it's a kind of slightly worse 223. I want to say when I tested it, it might have outperformed it, though. Maybe it's a slightly better one. Either way, it's just a kind of cool caliber. I feel like it's underused, too. I only watch Caught Outdoors content, but only my videos. You know, it's funny you say that, because my brother's, his muzzleloader doe, and then his wife's buck. It took me forever to finally watch those videos. I eventually got around to them, but I kept forgetting to do it. Michael, thank you for subscribing. Welcome on in. Good to have you here. Just got kicked for shooting clays in the range. Really? It's lame. But you know, multiplayer does multiplayer things, unfortunately. Like the 22-250 for its weight? Is it different than... So the 223 is 2 units. Is the 22-250 less? 3 or 4 zones down west of the far west island on the beachy area. Hold on. 3 or 4 zones down west of the far west island. West of the far west island. Like down here? Is this for pheasants? I didn't even know there were pheasants over there. Pheasant tracks. That almost looked orange. I don't think it is. Miss when the M1 was the best gun in the game? It's always funny, like, you know, you get to a point where a certain gun is the meta. Everybody's using it. And then eventually, something overtakes it. Oh, there's a rooster there, so this is another flock. You know, the 308 AR overtook the M1, things like that. And you still have that nostalgia for the M1. Like, every now and then I like to bring it out and just remember the good old days. Found pheasant zones on every major chunk of land. I wonder, do I want or need to do a ton of zones outside the fields? Maybe I should, I don't know. What do you think about the new 300 Blackout? I think it's only good for 3 to 5. It does well on red deer, which are class 6. It's not like it's killing them quickly, but what it does do... Oh, we already have this zone. Anyway, what it does do is punch through to a lung consistently, so that part's nice. As far as, you know, is it a great option for just regularly hunting red deer? No. Okay, so we got respawns quickly, that's good. To Nelly, am I saying that right? Thank you for subscribing, welcome on in. Oh, didn't expect that. What's that? That was lame. Where's your buddy? Why are you guys flying 2 feet off the ground? I guess that counts. In the past, it wouldn't have. Any diamonds yet? None yet, but we're kind of starting to hit a stride here with pheasants. I want to find like 2 or 3 more zones before we're really grinding. I just feel like that's a necessity. By the way, my waypoint just got stuck on this zone. If you get that, you have to like mouse over it so the zone info disappears, and then you can go. Is it possible to have a great one spawn initially? So for a long time it wasn't. I'm hearing people getting initial spawn great one pheasants now. I don't want to definitively say it's a thing. And the only reason I don't want to say that is unfortunately, like the first great one pheasant that was killed was hacked, or fox actually. The first great one fox that was killed was hacked in, so I don't want to say for sure that these initial spawn pheasants were or weren't hacked. I don't have any reason to think they were, other than it seemed like initial spawn great ones haven't been a thing for like 3 years. Can the 223 be used for all the 4-legged creatures on the new map? It sure can. Technically 10 gauge burst shot also can be, but 223 is a much better option. Female Foxy. Is Way the Hunter worth it? It seems like more of a job than a game. That's actually a good way to describe it. Like, and that's fine. Like, I like games that are like that, to be honest with you. But that's decently well said. You have to really put in time, and it's hard to just go like, I've got 45 minutes, maybe I can go find something insane. Like, Now you got 45 minutes and you're going to go pass some time and try to age up your animals. Some people are all about that. I am when I have the time. A lot of the year I don't have the time to be doing that. How far does this field go? Pretty good ways yet. It is a thing my friend had initial spawn Red Deer Great One on Xbox. Was it when Red Deer came out? Because it was still, initial spawn Great Ones were still a thing back then. If you mean recently, I don't know. Unless you mean like in the last couple days. I really don't like initial Great One spawns. Like, it's really, for those who aren't there to hunt Great Ones, for them it's that opportunity to maybe actually get one. Or like, you know, back in the good old days when Great Ones initially came out, I believe TK's exact statement was, Great Ones are not something everybody's going to get. It's just something that should be in the back of your mind that could be out there. That initial spawn Great One that could just, you know, shock you that it's out there in a place you've never been, that would be really cool. But I get what you're saying. Like, you kind of don't have to work for it, per se. That was 2022? I don't think... It was sometime in 2022, I think, when they got rid of initial spawns. So that might have been still when they were happening. Okay. I think we... that should be that zone with the solo, I want to say. We'll check there, and then we'll bounce around some of our spots and shoot some pheasants. Exactly my reasoning? Yeah, I get it. Got 2 initial spawn Great Ones, one on Mississippi and one on Rancho. The odds of that are astronomically low. That's insane. I wish Great Ones were a lot more rare. I mean, they are Great Ones. I know what you're saying. The thing about it is, it's like they are rare. But once you sort of perfect the grind and stuff, they can be achieved pretty quickly. So it's a really difficult balance for the devs, because it's either you make it so rare that even with, you know, hundreds of hours of grinding, you're still maybe not super likely to get one. And that makes it so like nobody ever has one. Or you make them common enough that most people have a chance to get them. But on the extreme ends, you know, you'll get some, you know, when herd management and stuff is perfect, some that are every couple hundred kills. There's no perfect balance, I don't think. What's up, John? Pheasants are on the bottom side of the map? I was kind of hoping to just not have to mess with that, but maybe we should. So that's a solo and a pretty big one. We'll kill that. We'll try to kill that. There we go. Do you need to find all the feed zones for pheasants? No. In theory, you can do it with like 3 or 4 zones. Ideally, though, you want enough that... Like, here's my goal. I don't care if we have every pheasant zone or anything like that. What I do want is enough pheasant zones that as I bounce around and shoot pheasants, the hunting pressure in the first zone's clear, so when I come back around to that, I'm not overdoing pressure and deleting those zones. If I can get 10 zones, I think, that'll be enough. And right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like 3 more pheasant zones and I'd be happy. But it does look like, other than maybe here, but I think we went there. We're probably going to have to go somewhere else on the map for that. What's up, Travis? What do you think about the new pointer? I like him. It's not as useful for small game as I would like. I actually find it really useful for big game, which is the last thing I would have expected. Okay, let's see how this actually works. I really like how it shows the pressure level. The pressure level. Are you talking about a low pressure, mid pressure? Oh, I didn't know that. Nice. I didn't even realize it showed that. I saw that it like explains the whole thing about a pressure dead zone and stuff and animals avoiding the area, but I did not realize that it does the thing with the, you know, low, mid, high. I should have just shot that on the ground. I don't know why I'm chasing it. I think the Fox Great One is DW's way of making it tougher. The Fox will be the hardest to get. Like, even harder than, let's say, Tar. I guess Tar ultimately weren't that difficult once it was figured out, but for a while it kind of seemed to be. Okay, if this is how this is going to work, I think we're in decent shape here. How many kills? 20, maybe. We're just getting started. Okay, I need to back this 10 up because it's a little closer than I want. Is that one a rare? No, it's just a sun. Fly! Think it'll be tougher than tar? I know a lot of people are getting them already, and I don't feel like that happened with the tar, but that might not be necessarily relevant. Go. I'm ready. Fly away with me. I've always wanted to be able to fly with a pheasant. Not in real life. Okay. I want to shoot them out of the air, but I'm only going to be so patient. So that's high pressure now, but we're not deleting stuff. Why don't you carry collars? I rarely find it necessary. If you have long-ish range weapons, you just don't need them. Are you the one I'm hunting? No, you're a solo. Might not have respawns here yet. That would be my guess. What's up, Riley? I'll push it and it says not available. Wait, what's that for? Hey, Martin. Or use your dog to flush him to you? The thing is, it takes so long. Like, there are certain scenarios where I'm using the dog to flush him if they go and hide in a terrible spot, but he just, like, he sneaks so slowly, so it just takes forever. I've hip-shotted a pheasant IRL before. Pure luck, but still. What gun did you use for your red deer grind? Back in those days, the M1 was pretty much the best option. Now, I did, at some stage, start using the 300 to just kill some red deer faster, but I killed probably 4 of the 5,600 red deer I shot with the M1. Not 4 red deer, 4,000. That was terribly worded. Do you ever want to go hunting for moose in real life? I think so. I would definitely have to go with someone that knows what they're doing, because packing a moose out would not be my area of expertise. What a shot. Oh, wait, we actually... I thought I missed. Was that a rooster? It is. Something else to take into account, there's more players now than it was with tar. Steam charts are breaking records, so I imagine console is the same. I would definitely say that's probably relevant. If I were to play devil's advocate here, I would say when tar came out, way more people were off school. So like the time to be able to put in would probably be, or is Steam charts counting time, I don't know. That's not a pheasant. Probably no respawns here, so I would say that's one reason that we need to find some more zones. If respawns are too slow, we'll probably have to add some other ones. Caribou before moose? Yeah, caribou, even though they're still way bigger than a whitetail, I think I could deal with caribou. A moose is so big. Have you seen the Great One Fox? I've seen some of the variations posted. I think I was hunting the day that they released the concept art, so I didn't bother making a video on it, but I have only seen, hey, there's a big one. I've only seen some of the actual, models themselves. These Steam charts just count peak players and average over a 24-hour period. It's tough, because if there's more players, I don't know, time has to play some role, but... Interesting. What's up, JC? Atomic Acid's in here as well. Welcome on in. A few hours earlier today, Call of the Wild had 20k players online in Call of the Wild just on Steam. That's crazy. Let's see. Community Hub. 10,600 right now, it says. Aaron the alpaca could carry 3/4 of the caribou himself, and probably still locate some turkeys with an altitude. Love that wind farm. This one. Little fellow there. So, I think we better go south and find some more zones then. I also may go and tear down my tents from duck hunting. It's only 3. It'll be fine. So, we'll start here. Lots of moose tracks this week while deer hunting. I'd love to get a moose again someday. So you've got one? That's pretty cool. Hey, Luke. First time catching a stream in a long time. Welcome on in. Any tips for inconsistent respawn for pheasants? I'm not at the point where I've even gotten to mess with that, but maybe someone else has. That was easy. Do you know if it's possible to get a female great one? There's no animal right now that can be a female great one. And Kyla actually mentioned this about red fox the other day to me. And I said, like, the problem with any animal that doesn't already have female diamonds is we know from herd management there's some influence with diamonds and great ones. Whether that, like, basically if you manage your map to where you're getting a lot of diamonds, you get great ones more consistently. Whatever that means, whether it's like, you know, a diamond spawns and there's a chance that it becomes a great one, or if it means, you know, killing a diamond gives you a chance of a great one, however the heck that works, there's some correlation there, and if the species itself can't have a female diamond, then a female great one seems to me that it would be impossible. Luke, thank you for the 35 months, by the way, welcome back. Saw a level 5 goose and couldn't get it, but when I set up a zone right where I saw it, it has never showed up even after killing 100 geese. So, when I've had potential trophy waterfowl that fly over me and won't come back, what I do is I try to set up in the direction they were flying. So if you saw them right here, and they were flying like that way, I'd set up like 500 meters east, and see if you can get them like that. Best way to hunt diamonds in your opinion? The best, like if you're not looking for a particular species, if you just want a diamond, the best thing to do is just hunt for whatever is currently drinking on the map. This particular map's not a great example because there's not a lot of drink zones. But if you went to, let's say, Hirschfeld, and it's 7:04 a.m., red deer are drinking, so if you can go to some of the best areas for red deer, then you're going to see a lot of red deer, and odds are, eventually, one of those is going to be a decent one. I don't even think I've been here yet. No peasants. This would be a good spot for a pheasant zone, too. I mean, there were those tracks we just had, but... You should try the 375 soft points. So, when Moose Great Ones came out, I did some testing with the 300 soft points versus the 300 polymer tips, and what I found was the soft points did no more damage and like no more quickly killed moose than the polymer tips did. And frankly, I haven't really messed with soft points since. Have you done a direct comparison? Is there a legit difference? Griff, thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. I really appreciate that. Here's an early start on the merch. Well, thank you, man. Like I said, when we get back after the wedding and then potentially after the holidays, because quickly things get a little crazy with that, definitely something I want to look into. Okay, I don't know where this zone is at. I thought I did see it, though. Let's go look. Oh, no, we got the rest zone. We'll just, like, try to make a mental note to come back here. And I want to go that way. Is this a new map? New as of 3 days ago, yes. What do you think is better for waterfowl, Reventuli, or Salzwiesen? It might be Salzwiesen, because, like, it's so localized. Like, if you go into these areas here, you can see every waterfowl species on the map, and then maybe up in here as well. Reventuli, you gotta kind of, like, spread out way more, if you think about it, right? If your decoys have some odds of attracting birds from whatever distance, most of the birds on the map, if they're, like, up here, if you've got a couple of centralized spots, you're gonna have almost every flock of birds eventually come through there. You can live. Would that be the zone we just killed that rooster from? It says there's 7 birds there. I'll set up on it. Why not? What's up, Cowboy Talk? Welcome on in. Quick question, what is the best way to discover maps? The fastest way, well, there's the true absolute fastest way is to have your friend that's already discovered the map host multiplayer and set up tents all over the at all the outposts. Beyond that, the fastest way to just drive an ATV around and just go to all the lookouts and outposts, you could probably do that in like 2 hours, maybe less, have the entire map discovered. What I do though, anytime a new map comes out, I hunt my way around. I run or walk from outpost to outpost, and maybe I'll swing by some lakes along the way and stuff like that. The main thing that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find good spots. Like, if you go around the ATV, you're spooking everything. If you do it on foot, you have the potential to like find a hot spot of some kind that you wouldn't have noticed there if you have the ATV. What's up, Maximus? Does killing a female in your grind take finding your great one longer? I don't know. I've heard, like, I think with bears maybe it was. I've heard that killing a female is like a really big deal. It's not something I'm not super technical with my grinds or anything like that. I just kill stuff and hope for the best. But people that are like way more into that side of thing, like the technical side of it and stuff, they say it matters. So I assume it does. Which shotgun are you using? I've got the 16 gauge from Rancho today. I just, for whatever reason, I shoot better with that. Like, if you watch any of my videos from Saul's Weasel Park, I've got a fair few. I thought I heard a pheasant. I'm already going crazy. I've got a fair few misses. Today we've been pretty clean with this thing. Chow Chow, thank you for the super chat. Welcome on in. Got my first time in whitetail today. 271. It's a big one, man. Congrats. Heck of a first. Check top left coast. Like here? Or there? I'll start here. And if I'm wrong, you can let me know. About a day ago, got a diamond piebald whitetail. Sweet. What did that one score? What drinks at 1647 on Hirschfelden? Roe deer are just ending. Fox will start in like technically like 13 in-game minutes, but they're going to take forever to get to their zones because they're really slow, so let's say like 45. Yes, there. Okay. Go all the way down the left coast. Really? I just wouldn't have expected that. You know what? Now that you say that, I do remember killing some over here. Nice. Best waterfowl hunting Call the Water Classic. Classic still has a better waterfowl hunting experience. The difference basically comes down to this. In Call of the Wild, the birds circle realistically kind of too high up to do anything. Maybe you can kill one. In Classic, they circle at a height where you can shoot them. And if there's the short range caller, which it exists some in Call of the Wild too, but it's not nearly as effective. If you use the callers correctly and set up your decoys and everything, you can get it to where you're routinely killing a bunch of birds out of the flock as they circle around. In Call of the Wild, it just doesn't quite work as well. Not to say that it's bad. The waterfowl hunting experience in Call of the Wild is far better than it used to be, but Classic's still king when it comes to that. Also true, JTAC, the hunting experience itself generally is better. Find pheasants all the way from the lighthouse up to the windmill. Where's the windmill? Lighthouse. Something cliff. I don't know. We'll see. Just shot level 9 croc. Any predictions? Let's think. I discovered it, but I don't see it. Oh, that down there. I see. No, I meant the windmill. Not the windmill. Oh. When's your next Classic video? I think I moved it. It was going to be... Originally, it was going to be tomorrow. Because there was going to be a video today. But then I got all my videos done. I was like, what the heck, I'll stream today. That means I've got a video for the day after we get home from the wedding, which will just make life far easier. So yeah, that's the reason for the stream generally. But I think Sunday or Monday? Something like that. Nope. He just Superman dived right into the burrow and got away. Something, no bad days. Anything good yet? No crazy kills, but like we're cruising right along here. That's not the thing. Bunch of dead pheasants now. Is Salisbury better for pheasants than Rancho or Hirschfeld? I think there's an argument to be made that Rancho could be better. The thing with Rancho is there's so many places pheasants can spawn, and I think Salisbury being a smaller map, and just, you know, generally there's a lot of water and stuff where pheasants aren't. I just think this is going to be the better option overall. If that's a solo, I still want it dead. So I guess I'll just shoot it now. Shut up. What time the Red Fox drink? Yeah, 17 to 20. The thing about Red Fox, though, like I said earlier, if you set the time to 17:30, they should be in their zones. If you're at like 16:45 and you let the time run, they're so slow walking into their zones, you might need to wait a little bit longer. You're grinding, Fox, so that doesn't count. Once you start grinding anything, they're slow to their zones. Should I send it and buy the new map? I mean, I'm enjoying it. I don't know. How much is the new map? I don't even know. $6.99? Eh, what the heck. Early Christmas present. It's fine. Thanks, Kel. It trolled and had a better estimate than the one I got earlier that was a diamond. That sounds like Call the Wild, alright. Bun. Hey, Andrew. We're cruising now, man. Still finding some zones and setting up on some pheasants, but like, we're at the point where we can kind of start to grind, but I want to get a few more zones anyway to have some consistency. Used just now. Oh, you're lucky. We hit that too, but it got into the burrow just in time. What 22 is that? Just the Virant. I've got some kind of camo on it, but I don't even know what kind, but the 22 that comes with Weapon Pack 1. That seals it. I'll buy it. I got you. Fantastic pheasant finder. What's going on, Ben? There's the lighthouse. What's up, Cameron? Doing good, man. This obviously is going to be the last stream until after the wedding, but I'm glad that we're getting to do a stream because I didn't think it was going to happen. Originally, the plan had been, like, you know, pretty much to hunt all week, since we're not going to get the hunt next week at all. But winter weather advisory and bad roads with high winds and a bunch of snow that we got, kind of probably better to just not hunt. And Kyla's tagged out for does. She still has a buck tag, but frankly, tomorrow, with everybody being off work, is kind of the best day to maybe get a buck anyway. So we'll get out tomorrow. That'll be our last day, at least in rifle. I'm going to hunt the late season, because one doe tag for the year, maybe two if I get one tomorrow, just isn't ideal. 24-hour stream? Yeah, for sure. What's your favorite gun in the game? I think still the 44 lever action. I like the 375, though. Is that only 2 for doe tags? For Kyla? You can buy, you know, different amounts, but technically Kyla is still a non-resident, even though she's lived here for 3 years. So it's like $27 per doe tag or something, and I think I got her 3. 1 for this unit here and 2 for at my parents' house. I have 4 for at my parents' house and 1 for here, which I filled the 1 here. But for me, the total of those 4 is like $30-something. So it's way cheaper. It's $7 a doe tag for a resident. Brown, not a pheasant. How'd you level your dog as companion? You don't have to do anything. If your dog's with you, he'll level up, but like as you do things like commands and stuff like that helps the companion as well. Any pleasant pheasant or any rares yet? Pleasant pheasant or pleasant. No rares yet. No diamonds, but we're technically just kind of getting going. I don't even know if we're 20 kills in. We probably are. What's the deer tally for the year? For the family, 9. I've killed 2, a buck and a doe. Kyla's killed 2 does. My brother's killed 2 does, and my dad's killed 2 does and a buck. He probably should have gotten that buck mounted too. If it hadn't broken those couple of tines, because it had a busted G3 and a busted main beam, I think he would have gotten it mounted. But it's his second biggest buck ever, I think. I don't know why he didn't. He didn't want to pay for it, I guess, but he should have. part of his reasoning was like, because the mounts eventually start to fall apart and stuff, he's got one from the year I was born, which was 97, which is still in great shape, and another one from 01 or 03 that looks fine. I don't know why he's worried about it. What 2 dogs you plan on combining? With Radar, I think I'm going to make him a retriever as well. I don't generally need help blood tracking stuff, so I might as well have something that, you know, routinely can assist me, especially if I'm Great One pheasant grinding. The retrieving aspect might be useful. My dad's the same way. Should have mounted this nice one, just wouldn't spend the money on it. The Euros did turn out good, but those were nice deer you shot, man. If I got either one of those, I'd have gotten them mounted. Pheasants. One singular hen pheasant. Lovely. I did not realize this area looked like this. Ooh, that's probably that one. That's not true, just poor hide tanning in prep. If you could, you know, taxidermy from like the 60s and earlier than that, they didn't have the, you know, the science and the research and like, you know, all the products and stuff that they treat hides with now. Taxidermy now can last 100 years for sure. Maybe longer. Taxidermy from 100 years ago? Yeah, it looks terrible, but that's... Back then it was wood forms and the hide just, you know, haphazardly stretched over. Did you think Green Bay was going to beat the Lions? I figured the Lions would probably win, but they're a beat-up football team. Like, there's so many injuries, so I thought there was a chance. Ooh, missed that one. See that? If I had a retriever, I could grab the close one, send Radar to go and pick that up, and we could have saved some time. So I'm going to put a tent right on top of that hill right there. Did he just move? It's pretty dead, but I don't know. You're lucky that you're a solo zone and I don't want to mess stuff up here. Hey, Gun-Up. How many super rares do you have? I think 8. A lot of you guys have a better track of that stuff than me, because I'll try to list them out and you guys remind me of what I'm missing, but I'm pretty sure it's 8. There's no way this is too steep. I have tents in some of the worst, most awkward places in this game, and you're telling me this is... Really? Nowhere here? I mean, there we go. I was gonna say, the places that I've put tents before, there's no way we can't find a spot. I just heard pheasants, but it was hens. When my uncle was doing taxidermy, I used to help him with bucks and bass. Fun, but very involved work. Oh, dude, like, I have so much respect for taxidermists, because one thing that I don't have is, like, patience to do the best job possible. Like, I'm patient with, like, recording videos and stuff and trying to find something cool for the video, because you have to be, I guess. But if I'm working with my hands, like, if I'm doing, you know, any kind of woodworking and stuff, I cut corners. Like, I try to get stuff done faster. That's kind of just how I operate in general. Like, I try to be efficient with stuff. Like, not that this is particularly special, but if I'm editing at night, because maybe I gotta hunt in the morning, I'll always try to, like, I'll set the video to render. It's gonna take 12 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go shower while it's rendering, because then when I get out of the shower, I can make the thumbnail and upload it, and that doesn't waste time in my mind. Like, stuff like that's just how I operate. So like, when I see, especially like full body mounts for like a fox or a rabbit or a squirrel, like cutting around the toes to get the hide off and stuff, not something I could do. What's up, Freddy? There's like 7 feed zones from something Blockhouse Outpost and down that ridge. This might be one. How long is the stream going to be today? I'm not sure. We definitely have to get packed up to leave on Sunday. Look at that guy standing up. So it won't be super long. What are we at? Hour and 20 minutes now? I imagine we'll go 3 anyway. Maybe a little bit longer than that. I have 0 patience to learn taxidermy. I'd love to, like... Maybe if I won the lottery and I didn't have to work for the rest of my life, then maybe I get into taxidermy, even if it's just like hobby taxidermy for my own stuff. But having other things to do, like other obligations, I just don't have the time for it. I would love to do it. I really would. I think that'd be really cool. But it's just not... It ain't gonna work for me, at least currently. What is your work? This. Content creation, live streaming, YouTube videos. That has been my job since January of 2018. I know you're probably sitting there and I'm just saying I don't have any time. You're like, you play video games for a living. But it's surprisingly time intensive. Where? Somewhere up that way. Gonna grind for the Red Fox, great one on Yukon in honor of the Red Fox Diamond Grind. Here's what I'll tell you. The river on the east side of the map is a problem. Oh, found it. So Radar had actually found that too. We'll see if we get a zone or anything. We don't have to kill it now, but I'd like to know where to set up. Also, time 8:30, so we gotta reset. Oh, there it is. So we almost missed that. So maybe... I'm having a hard time clicking on zones for some reason. Maybe up on that little high point? Use the Magnifico. Is that the 44 or 410? What DLC has the little half blinds that streamers use? The layout blinds? Oh boy. Was that Reventuli? I don't know. Or are you... Oh, I know what you're talking about. Sorry, that's the Duck and Cover DLC. You mean the waterfowl blinds. I'm pretty confident that's what you're talking about. Like for a grinding? This is the I've never seen, like, little tiny hills like this that just can't accept a tent. Please? But why? Why can't I put a tent here? Please, rent. Hey. Like a hexagon thing? Yeah, it's the Duck and Cover DLC for sure. Yeah, right. Placing a tent there's hard. Dude, it's worse than like what? Why? Why is right there okay? It's worse than the mountains of Sundar Patan for tar. That's gonna... I guarantee a beaver is gonna eat that eventually. Not literally, but... Hey, those are rabbit burrows, not pheasant burrows. Game. Actually, no, you can't. Gonna get Saul's Amusement Park like right now? Do it. Go shoot a initial spawn great one pheasant. I guess in theory, assuming initial spawns actually are a thing and that hasn't been some shenanigans happening when people are getting them. I haven't been down here yet, so there could be a great one pheasant down here. That is true, Maximus. The grass on this map makes the tents do that. Oh, it's the grass causing that. That kind of makes sense. So, like, if I put it here on this open area, maybe? I'll keep that in mind. I thought that was a rare one. Sag. Bad shot. Ooh, bunnies were down here. Maybe we'll kill some rare bunnies while we're out here. Am I just, like, the worst pheasant hunter now? Like, there's apparently another flock of them. I only ever saw that hen. That's a solo, that's why. He kind of needs to die, but we'll get him coming down here eventually. Initial spawns are not a thing? Well, apparently, people are getting initial spawn Great One pheasants. But like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm doubting people, because I don't know who the people who have said they got them are. I'm just hearing that people are getting Great One pheasants as initial spawns. So don't make this out to be like I'm doubting whoever trustworthy person in the community said they got one. I don't know who said they got one. But I'm just saying, like, this has happened before. Like, post initial spawn Great Ones being removed from the game, someone says they get a initial spawn Great One, it's like, oh, well, either it was an initial spawn, and you killed at least something and got a respawn, or you're hacking and that's your excuse. Because there were some people that used to spam pop resets to get initial spawn Great Ones and then claim they were killing thousands of animals a day. And yeah, just point being, people have used initial spawns as a way to cover up some less than legit play. Are they only initial on the new map? In theory, they reset populations for pheasants everywhere, so it should be possible anywhere if initial spawns really are a thing. I'm going to continue to say if until someone like legit confirms that. Why is pheasant hunting so popular? Because pheasants just got a new Great One here in Let's Call the Wild. So now we've got, I think, 10 spots. Did I forget to put a tent somewhere? I might have. Whoops. What's your opinion on doing a pop reset on your own maps? I mean, if you want to do it, do it. The thing about it is, like, when it comes to, for me personally anyway, it's not possible on console to pop reset your own map. So when it comes to me, like, making videos and stuff like that, it's an unfair, like, advantage or whatever for me to do that when console players who want to be able to, you know, hunt for the same trophies and stuff that I might get in a video literally can't do that. So I won't do it. Really messing with files isn't the greatest thing to do with any game, but like I said, if you want to do it, just go for it. Like, it's not that big a deal. Now we have 10 spots. Why do you think Wade the Hunter hasn't taken off like Call of the Wild? Replayability is Wade the Hunter's biggest drawback. The thing with Wade the Hunter is once you've discovered the best spots to age your animals up and stuff and get good genes, there's not the incentive to go out and explore anymore. I mean, maybe you want to go and check some low genetic potential areas that maybe have a rare or something, but it's just not the same. Like in Call of the Wild, even with grinding, like, you still have to go and check some other spots for respawns and things like that, and grinding is, at least for me, a small part of the game. When it comes to just... move radar. When it comes to just, like, going and hunting, especially if I go to multiplayer, but even in single player, you gotta go out and put boots on the ground. There's a little bit less of that in Wade the Hunter. Deer chilling at the camp is fire right now. How long have you been at deer camp? Because it feels like it's been a while. Also, you shoot a rabbit with a 375 in Wade the Hunter and it doesn't die instantly? Where? Because they don't have organs is the thing. They literally have, I think, lungs and heart, and that's it. So you can shoot them, like, where the guts would be, which would obviously kill a rabbit instantly with a 375. But in Wade the Hunter, it doesn't. Which is weird because they have a femoral artery on deer, like, which Call of the Wild doesn't have. It's one of my favorite things about Wade the Hunter. They have stuff like that. Oh geez, college football Heisman thoughts. So I need to preface this by saying I don't follow college football very closely. I don't even know the guy's name, how to say it. Ashton Gianti, however he pronounces his last name. Gianti, maybe. I think what he's doing is not unprecedented, but it's, you know, it's like a top 5 or something rushing season ever. And, like, playing both ways is a big deal what Travis Hunter is doing, but he's relatively elite at corner. He's pretty good at receiver. I don't know. I kind of think what Ashton's doing is more special, but it looks to me like Travis is going to win it. Go check on bunnies. Boise State Bleed Blue. They still have another game, right? Call the Travis Hunter. Gent like gentleman and E. Genty. Oh. It's kind of easier than I thought. Give me a rare bunny. That would be cool. Or a not rare bunny. So I guess let's try it. Let's see how we do with like our full setup. I'll go back to like 5:30 a.m. The other thing I'll do is I'll main menu just in the interest of like getting any nervous pheasants back to calm. I know like at some point they said that main menuing does nothing. It does still do that. It still removes like the spooked state and always puts them back calm. What's up, Luke? I'm now at around 1,000 kills, 2 diamonds, and no rares of the pheasants. Holy smokes, 1,000 kills already. You're cruising. I'm at like 25. Mountain West Championship tonight. Do you know what time that is? Because I'd kind of like to watch that. Or at least like have it on in the background where we're packing. Wrong group. 3rd kill ever. On the new map is Leucistic Black Rouse. That's awesome. Which, there's a couple of different Leucistics. Which one'd you get? 4th and final week at camp. Did go home for a few days though. Okay, I got you. A month of camp is pretty cool though, I'm not gonna lie. The longest I've ever been at any kind of like deer camps, probably 4 days. 8 Eastern? Ah, it's kind of late. We'll see. 6 Idaho? Okay, it's much more reasonable if you're further west. Alright, main menu, just to make sure everything's where it's supposed to be, and we'll give this a shot. What's up, Colton? I don't want to say we're done with setup yet. I think we'll probably need to find some more zones in the grand scheme of things, but we're at like 10 tents placed so far, and we're literally gonna try like a legit run for the first time right now. We kind of did a half one earlier and killed a bunch, but I want to see how we're looking. So we go here. Should be... Where's the zone at? Down there. There we are. Now, that looks like a solo. And he's kind of tiny, so I almost don't want to shoot him. We'll see if there's hens with him. If for some reason that's become a solo zone, I'm just going to leave him go. What is your least favorite gray one? Probably red deer. There's just next to no variety, even with the different antlers. They're so similar, like... Unless you, like, really look closely and analyze, you can't even hardly notice the difference. Yeah, this appears to be a solo. Have fun, buddy. Might need to move that tent. And skip over this, because hunting pressure's a little thick there. What call the wild map should I play? How about... I mean... I always say this, I feel like, but what about Leighton? Okay, this isn't looking like the most promising, because the first couple places we're going, there's no pheasants. Daniel, thank you for subscribing, by the way. Welcome on in. Are there pheasants anywhere in this field? I don't know if it applies as much with pheasants. With most grinds, you kind of expect this stuff moves and stuff as you kill them, but because we're not killing the entire flock, we're only killing roosters out of the flock, I would kind of think stuff should stay where they are. I don't know. I think this zone was up here. What map will you be grinding for a Red Fox Great One? So, I started the grind on Emerald Coast. I've done like one, hunt, basically, for them, setting up and everything. I think it's got potential. But I don't know. I think a lot of people are grinding on Salzwiesen. New England maybe has some potential, but the Gray Foxes there, I feel like kind of water that down. I'll have to see. I gotta try Emerald Coast for a while and see if it works. What's up, JaxyBeard? Happy Independence Day for Finland. Nice. No burbs out here. This is kind of like alarming. Try here. Get a great one yet? No. I imagine we're a ways from that. What's up, Dante? Oh, I didn't even realize you were the same person that asked that question. My bad. Hens. But where are the roosters, though? I remember this flock. No roosties? Maybe a great one spawned. That's what happened with my whitetail, I'm just saying. I don't think it quite applies because I haven't even gotten to a point where this is any kind of consistent, but... No roosters. Now maybe the respawns are that slow, but... I don't know how I'd find that out. What got you into YouTube? I mean, like, I just kind of grew up when YouTube was just starting to be a thing. Like, you know, Jaxybeard and Markiplier and channels like that were really taking off, so I watched a lot of them, and I just thought it was cool and wanted to try it. Where even is this zone? It's supposed to be that one. We haven't found a pheasant yet. Did Radar poop or pee yet? I haven't seen it. Has anybody here, has anybody in chat had their pointer, or other dogs, I don't know if the other dogs do it. Have any of you guys seen a dog poop or pee? Because I have yet to see it. Bird tracks, which is kind of good. Run. So they're probably... You know what could be happening is when we're fast traveling, they're running out of the field before we see them. But I would kind of think we'd still know. I saw all hens. Huh. Maybe I shouldn't have been so optimistic about this. You saw your pointer pee yesterday. Okay. Kind of a glimpse of mine doing it. I feel like I saw mine squat once. I want to know if there's actual poop on the ground afterwards. Hey, birds. What a life. Have not seen one poop or pee. I'm also tired of them hopping through my through knee-deep water in the swamplands. You don't like that? It's a little obnoxious, I won't lie. Maybe since we're talking about radar, if they sit right down here, I might have them go and flush those out. Still going. Come here, you. Now I forget where they were. Hey, how did I lose them like that? Oh, well, I guess I'm flushing them to myself. Can level 2 Goldeneye make diamond? I think so. I have a pretty good estimate on my map and want to know if it's worth finding again. I'm fairly confident that's a thing. So I hit a hen, huh? I thought I hit one of the roosters. I saw blood, but we only, looks like 2 birds. I don't know. We only hit both those pheasants once. What's up, Jess Gaming? We're just kind of getting started here, but most of the spots that we just set up don't appear to have pheasants in them, which is not good. Well, that's kind of better. We had a solo rooster here a second ago, but originally when we set this up, it was a flock. And that looks like a flock zone, unless... Is that for something else? Yeah. Huh. I'll still run over here and see what this looks like. Paul Bird, thank you for subscribing. Welcome on in. That's that rooster's track again. Just the hen comes out of there. I don't know. Kind of weird. We still have a lot of pressure over here because we didn't get to kill any of the pheasants in the spots that we set up. favorite Great One pheasant fur? I think citrine's my favorite. Please clip your dog pooping for a short for verification. I agree. Couple of roosters. If it, you know, comes to just finding specific consistent zones, we'll do that too. Midnight Poppy the best? Did you ask me pheasant or fox? Yeah, but I think the question was about pheasants. The only fox ones I don't really like are the cherry blossom one and the, what's the gray one? Licorice? Yeah, I mean it's fine, but I don't like it as much. Okay, we're getting a little much on pressure, but I'm gonna re-hit all these spots just to see. What's up, Easton? Going pretty good. Unexpected opportunity to stream today, so I'm just kind of having fun and enjoying the fact that we actually get to do this. That was a pheasant? No, I heard a female pheasant. Zone is supposed to be right here. Ah, so they are here. They're just sneaky. All right, Radar, you got this one. Where are you? I'm gonna push him over there because I am not dealing with this. Go. Mush. This looks bad. Don't comment on that. Go, buddy, go. Still got a ways to go. Goodness gracious. Go get them. Wherever they're at. Give them a treat. You didn't think that was a treat? What stream am I watching? I'm trying to teach my pointer how to point. What are you doing, Step Hunter? Oh no. Nicely done. Oh my. That wasn't a treat? Oh. Hey look, he spotted it. Nice. Come here, birds. Well, this was a not very useful flush. I guess he gets XP for it. Oh, he does a head. Where's the other rooster at? Oh. Whoops. It looked like a rooster, I don't know. Wasn't weird till you made it weird? Who did? Not me. I would never. Just bought this game. Any advice or tips? Generally, the first thing I recommend is just I would try to follow the mission tutorials on Layton. They do a decent job of kind of teaching you things. But then beyond that, just hunting near water. In this game, water is absolutely king. Even if it's not actual drink zones, animals feed and rest pretty close to water as well. So if you're going from lake to lake or, waterway to waterway generally, you're going to find a lot of animals that way. Name my pointer Flinter? Nice. Bright Sec, am I saying that correctly? I'm probably not, but welcome on in. There's a monster. We didn't delete anything there, did we? Okay. Got a little close shooting that head. Can't believe this game was cheaper than cosmetics packs on Steam. Quite a world we live in. Dante, thank you as much for the super chat, by the way. I really appreciate that. Love the videos. If I could send more, I would. Nah, no worries, dude. I love watching videos, and when I got a gifted member, it made me watch even more. Keep it up. I will definitely do my best, and thank you again, man. Really appreciate the support. Whoa. So there ought to be another rooster in here, right? Hen. Roosty. Is it normal to kill hundreds of ducks before a diamond? Yeah, that's relatively normal, I would say. Hundreds might be, you know, kind of on the high side, but, like, for instance, if you have an initial spawn diamond duck on your map somewhere, it may still take hundreds of, you know, ducks flying by until that diamond visits your decoys, let's say. Now I gotta go all the way over there. If you flush the pheasants, do they auto-flush towards you? If you have if your dog flushes them, yes. He'll flush them your direction, which is cool. What map is this? This is Salisbury Park. It just came out with the winter update 3 days ago. The map is White Rime Ridge. Holy! What was your Spotify Wrapped? You're gonna be disappointed in me, but I have no idea. I don't use Spotify much. Like, normally, I don't even listen to music that much. Like, if I'm going for a long drive, podcast. If I'm, like, by a tree stand, and of course, you know, tree stands come disassembled these days, 45 minutes to put that together, podcast. Disappointed? I knew it. What do you think is the best great one to start with? Fallow's probably the simplest and also most forgiving, so I would go with that. Don't forget to start practicing shooting pheasants with a bow. Timing is tricky to nail down. I don't think I'm going to try to shoot the great one pheasant with a bow. I just feel like that's going to make the experience worse, which is not what I want to do. I haven't completely committed to a specific weapon. It may be the 16 gauge. We'll see. You don't want to know how many times I listened to Ain't No Love in Oklahoma? Kyla knows when that song comes on in the truck, I turn it up. Never listen to or watch... What podcast? Are these fellers in here? There was a call. Oh, and some tracks. This is kind of interesting. Because it's looking like what's happening is when we fast travel in, they're kind of leaving before we get to see them. It's all walk. Go find a pheasant, because I don't know where they're at. Do you listen to the Meat Eater podcast? That's a specific one I listen to, like, when I'm driving. I don't always listen to it. Like, I don't catch every episode or anything like that. When we go to Georgia, like, a lot of times twice a year we drive, you know, from here to Georgia, which is like a 12-hour drive. We routinely listen to, like, 6 hours of Meat Eater podcast, and then the other 6 hours is Taylor Swift music. Did the Fox also get a remodel? They got a slight visual upgrade. I wouldn't say it's a full remodel, though. The models is the main thing. We going in circles here, bud, or what's going on? If you look up Great One Fox on Google, it'll show you all the variations in game. If you go to the right website, I think it's the Hunter Wiki. Critical position. So you're telling me there's a pheasant or something that's alert here. Meh. Are they down here? This is... Oh, he's on them, too. Sure enough. All hens, though, I think. We'll see if a rooster ever comes back here. I don't know. Shadow, thank you for subscribing. Welcome on in. The first shot I took with the 375 was a Diamond K Buffalo. Well, the good news is with the 375, you surely don't need a lot of confidence to, you know, think it's going to do it. It pretty much melts through anything you shoot. So no birdies here. Don't love that, but again, until we really figure stuff out, I'm not that surprised. So we'll go here, and then I think, yeah, we got pressure low enough we can try the west side too. Exactly, I didn't clip it. One of my friends was actually asking me, like, you know, I thought they said they weren't going to show off all the Great One Fox variations, and then they went and showed them off, and that was why. There was already great ones being hacked in. It's better for EW to show it than, you know, some hacker to get all the credit. You know what I mean? One rooster? Sure is looking that way. Just found out the 450 is great for wolf self-defense. I believe it. It, like, at any angle, because the penetration's so high, it just goes right through them. Just make sure there wasn't another rooster in there. Seems we're in the clear. Alright, westward bound. I still think I missed a tent, so like from here to here I'm gonna run down again because I feel like there was a zone I didn't get set up. What's up, Psycho? Hey, have you played the new map yet? Because I feel like this is kind of right up your alley. Tripod's really good for pheasant in open fields. As far as hunting pressure stuff goes, it probably would be. I like to at least, you know, flush them and kind of hunt them how I normally hunt pheasants. I may eventually set up tripods or waterfowl blinds, though, for the sake of pressure. We'll see. So is this the pheasant zone I'm hunting? Oh, there's two here. So one was a solo, I think. And it's probably this hen down here. Fox. I have not been strongly considering the purchase. I think for birds and stuff, you'd really like it. For waterfowl and pheasant or Euro rabbits, I mean, probably wouldn't be like as much up your alley. You might like the Euro rabbits with the bros, but the black grouse and pheasants and stuff with the pointers, it's pretty fun. What's the NFL Flinter predictions this week? I don't even know who all is playing, to be honest. Steelers-Browns is the only game I definitely know is happening. They modified the icons on the map, and it clearly states the status of the hunting pressure zone and comments on how it affects the animals. Yeah, I noticed that kind of towards the end of my time in early access, and I was going to talk about it in the video, but I realized, like, because I recorded so many videos during early access, it would have been, like, a week from today that I actually talk about it in a video, so I figured there was no point doing it there, but it's cool. That's actually not true. I didn't realize they had low pressure, mid pressure, high pressure. The only thing I saw was that they explained how it affects animals. So the zone is there. Where the birds? Spelt surprise wrong? Did I? Nobody else has said that yet, but how did? Surprise stream!
You're so excited!
That's what happens with all caps, like everything blends in. Smellington! Please fix? I can. Or every time somebody new comes in, I can just go, Surprise! I think I should do that. Oh, wrong button. If I run past a great one pheasant, somebody tell me. Because it's going to take me 45 minutes to fix this, apparently. Edit. Surprise. Stream. Oh, I almost hit end stream. That would have been awkward. the confirm button used to be there. Why'd they do that? Only hens again? Or a hen? Hi. What guns would you like to see get added? Honestly, like, I'm pretty happy with the selection of guns in the game. I just, you know, generally more variety in any direction would be good. That means, you know, more class 1 weapons. I still think we need a class 8 to 9 weapon. And the 375 not being that, 416? That would be my next, like, could we get an 8 to 9 where we can shoot moose and what even else is class 8 anymore? It used to be elk and I think grizzlies are class 8 now. But Gensbuck used to be 8. There's not many 8s anymore. So maybe that's not that important. Have you been out for PA rifle? We have. We hunted most of this week up until yesterday. The weather got kind of bad and I'm tagged out here. Like what? Did I shoot this blade of grass? Did you guys see that? I didn't kill a pheasant that flew right over. That was strange. Anyway, Kyla shot a doe on Sunday. I have not shot a single thing in rifle, but we can't hunt at home here, or I can't hunt at home here, because I filled my buck tag and my 1 doe tag with this unit. So I've just been pretty much getting as much stuff done as I can for prepping content for the wedding next week, and fortunately, pretty much because of the 2 days off, I've been able to get literally everything done, which is why I was able to stream today. New grass great one? Right. Blade of grass versus 15 gauge, who will win? Not I. Later, Maximus. What is your favorite map? Still Leighton Lakes. I think Pheasants on Leighton would be kind of cool, by the way. Should I get the modern rifle pack or the ambusher pack if I have the 7mm bolt action and the 300 AR? You have the... Isn't the 7mm bolt action from them? Oh no, it's high caliber. Or high hunter power. Goodness gracious. If you like the idea of the 44 lever action, get the ambusher pack. Otherwise, get modern rifles. We get $2 and 10 does here. Yeah, we're a $1 state, and at times like this year, I shot my archery buck on November 6th. I kind of wish I had another buck tag, but the reason we have, the quality of deer that we do now, which has only been a thing for the last 20 years, let's say, the quality of Pennsylvania bucks has gone up significantly, in large part due to antler restrictions and us only being a $1 state. So I'm glad that we're not a $2 state. But at the same time, it sucks to be done before the peak of the run. It doesn't suck to be done, but I want to be out. I want to be chasing bucks. That's what I do. Violet, where the heck did you come from? I don't know how we got that. Chase rabbits instead? But deers. I gotta kill 80 rabbits to equal 1 deer in meats. If I put in 80 times the amount of hours deer hunting and get 1 deer, it evens out. Could you imagine our buck herd with 2 tags? Oh, dude. We'd be back to, how it used to be 30, 40 years ago where every spike or forkhorn gets shot. What's up, Bo? Thank you for the super chat. Welcome on in. What's yours and Kyla's top 3 Great One Fox furs? Okay, Kyla just left the room, so maybe she'll answer that when she comes back. Top 3? In no particular order, because I really, I haven't even gotten to see the actual models of some of these yet. I've just seen the concept art. Peppermint, the Mystic Snowdrop or whatever it's called, and what's the Cross Fox? I can't think of the name of it. Whatever the Cross Fox one is. Forkhorn? I did say forkhorn. I don't know why I'm like this, Preston. I have a video on... Was that Hirsch or was that Quattro? I think it was the Quattro video. I shot 3 pheasants out of the air with the 22 because I didn't bring a shotgun. It's pretty fun. So I am relatively recently experienced in doing this, but it's still not... I'm not, good at it. Except for some reason with that shot. Michigan 11 pointer, there you go. I've seen some big buck shot on Michigan this year. No Rompolo bucks, but pretty big ones. Forkhorn, and 7 years ago, I shot the biggest male I ever did see. I like all the concept art. I haven't seen any in-game. I've definitely seen screenshots of the Mystic Snowdrop, the Candy Cane, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't love that one. I think I've seen Cherry Blossom too. Don't love that one either. Again, if I shot one, I'd be like, cool, that's my Great One Fox, happy with that, not gonna complain. But if I got to choose. Do the dogs do anything with the rabbits? They'll point to them. Obviously, you can have dogs retrieve rabbits too, but you either need a retriever to do it, or you can... So, a cool thing they added that I bet you'll like, actually, is the expert dog thing. So once I max this guy's level out, I can also have him, like, retrieve birds, so I can have him point and retrieve, or I can have him point and blood trail, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Okay. I kind of think we still need a couple more spots. Let's check down here. Or, did we do that? I had this spot. Forgot about that already. Our turkey hunting in PA is really good. It actually is. Like, I'm bad at turkey hunting, so I never kill any. But we actually have quite reasonable and good, like, both turkey hunting regulations and just turkey hunting generally. These are both tiny, so they're getting smoked. Why'd you stand up and look at me and then die? So I think, or did we go that way? Let's go south on this road and see if there's more zones down there. I also want to check. We can place at least one more tent. Probably a couple more. Has EW ever said anything about new gen optimizations? I know you're PC, but just curious. I'm not gonna, like, definitively say whether they've said yes or no, because I may have missed it, but I haven't heard anything of them saying anything about it. Main Lodge in the new map? Main Lodge. What's that? The poppy might be, yeah, Midnight Poppy Rip is, I think, the one I was talking about. What's your favorite animal to hunt? Mine's wildebeest. Wildebeest used to be one of my favorites, actually. I think snow leopards still. Like, I just really love how rare they are. I want more things in Call of the Wild, like snow leopards. Like, I think they could make pumas or mountain lions way more similar to snow leopards. Cut the population by, like, 75%, make them way more rare, and then the encounter is more special. Like, I don't know how many snow leopards I killed in total. I would bet it was between 200 and 300 over all those months. And there wasn't a time where I would get a snow leopard and be like, oh, lame. Every time it was like, oh, yes, I found one, you know? It takes forever to find them. It's a big deal. I love the trotting animation. It looks like shadow trotting. Dead. What's your favorite great one? Like, great one species, if I understand your question correctly. Like, I think the great one moose as a whole is the best great one they've done. Furs and antlers. I can't find tiger. If you run around long enough in the southern part of Sooner Baton, they'll find you. It just reminds me of shooting my dog in the face. That's not what I said. They should do that with wolves. Model plus doing actual furs. Wolf, great one, or zones, question mark? Can you elaborate? My second ever snow leopard was a melanistic on multiplayer. That is insane luck. Couple of females. All females out here, I guess. What great one do you want next? So I really want to see mule deer next. Ooh. I'm talking myself into things that's going to lead to me being disappointed. And I don't want to be disappointed because I think that next snow map that we got to see in the winter show, whatever they called that, could be really cool. I'm still hoping it's Greenland. But the full pitch for Greenland, for me, was always muskox, Arctic wolves, Arctic fox, snowshoe hare, redone caribou with a great one. So redo the models, redo the antlers, and do great one caribou. Now I kind of want that too. Just realized that was a male. Talking about things I want. Didn't realize that was the thing I want to shoot. Hate that in PA the rifle dopes can't be trusted to hunt with other seasons in. Yeah, I mean, is it that? It probably is that on some level. I'm sure our hunter density is part of it. But I know what you're talking about. You're saying you wish you were rabbit hunting right now, basically? Do you still intend to get the great one pheasant with the bow? I don't. And the reason isn't because I don't think I can do it. The reason is because I think it would ruin the experience. So, pretend this is a bow. So, we flush the great one pheasant, we draw back at 10 meters, shoot, miss. And now it's at 20, and I'm going to aim high, and I'm going to shoot, and I miss again. And then, like, maybe one more shot as he comes down the arc, miss again, and then, like, I gotta go and flush him again and stuff. That feels like that's gonna ruin the entire experience for me. What I would like to do is, you know, get him to hunker down, flush him out with the dog, and then maybe shoot him with some kind of cool weapon. I was thinking the 20 gauge side-by-side, the Fiona one with, like, that white pearl stock. I think that could be kind of cool. We'll see what happens, though, and where it is and stuff like that. It's two things. It's that deer hunters would be pissed if all other stuff were in right now, and they would shoot your dogs if given the chance. Not all of them, but there's definitely some. This feels like a place there could be pheasants. There's black grouse. Yeah, that's definitely true, J-Tac. That's unfortunately a thing. She got up kind of fast. How many zones do you have, and are they over the whole map? I haven't done like a ton with pheasants here, but somebody said they found pheasant zones on every like major body of land on the map. I think right now I've got maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tents set up. I want to get a few more. And I'm probably going to have to tear... Ooh, another thicken. I'm probably going to have to tear my waterfowl setup down eventually, but we'll get to that. Black-white. I do like that fur. You can find them everywhere. 755 kills into my pheasant grind. Holy. I feel like a map like White Rime could bring a great one bison. Ooh. We don't have a class 9 great one. Could be kind of cool. I don't know. Bison would be mostly furs. You could do some big horns and stuff, but I still think caribou could be just, you know, the epitome of what great ones are supposed to be in this game, in my opinion, which is like a big, majestic, you know, incredible looking thing. I think bison could be in there, but I think caribou could just be, you know, up there with moose level of special. First live, welcome on in, Wyatt. Got a monistic links on multiplayer. They're so cool looking. Nice. I just got a... Wait, I just got... So I was wheezing, surely. And just shot my first gadwall and first animal, and I haven't claimed it yet, but it was a level 3. Is that good? That would be potential diamond. I think 1050 is the score you need. Buns. Let me see big bun. Or any decent bun. Oh my god, there's a bunch down there. I think that big 2 is the best one. There has to be another pheasant zone out here. Like, it's all big open fields. There should be. Keep rolling. Eventually, maybe we'll find one. Is the new map any fun? I really enjoy it. It's got that Reventuli quality where there's so much small game. At almost any point, like, there's something in view for you to maybe go and shoot. That was close to diamond. It's a solo pheasant, but it's pretty big, so I probably want it dead. And since that's the case, just get it from here. We need scent hounds. Why not give scent hound to Beagle? I guess you don't mean like a track hound. You mean like a bird scent hound? Trust me, you get the 10 to 12 zones and it feels like looking for a needle in a haystack? Finding more zones, you mean? That's why I thought this map could be good, though. Like, it really is. The limited zones is a positive on some level. You mean like a beagle or a foxhound? They called the bloodhounds scenthounds at one point, so that's why I was... Maybe that's in classic. I think it is. That's why I was making the distinction, but... If they could implement, like, proper, you know, dogs running rabbits and stuff, it would be really fun. I'd like it. Yeah, something that circles the game. And I know it's partly because it's frowned on and partly because zones. Is it frowned on? I never heard of that. Fooster. I'll answer the question anyway. Thoughts on current weapon class system? It's fine. It's not great. It's not perfect. But I guess what happens is, if you're gonna, how do I want to say? If you're gonna group weapons, not in 9 different groups necessarily, but like, if you're gonna say like, yeah, this thing can shoot an elk, a class 7 animal, versus another thing that can also shoot an elk, but it might be way more powerful, it's inevitably gonna cause some like, well, how does this make any sense? Why is a 30-06 ethical for this when a 6.5 is also ethical for this, and the 300 blackout isn't, or whatever? Like, it's always gonna have some things that don't make sense. That looked halfway leucistic. It is not. Leucistic's like an orange color now, just so you guys know. Anyway. Yeah, it's not perfectly implemented, but it's not bad. More weapon customization will be dope. Apparently, Ultimate Hunting is supposed to have stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. Still streaming? Yes, sir. Probably for maybe another hour. If we ever... I never know how to pronounce that. If we ever get Chukers, I think, on SRP with Mule Deer and Elk Great Ones, I would never leave it. I still think Mule Deer Great One could be one of the best they'd ever had. If they do it right, give them good furs, and like, I want 6 racks. Give me 2 big, huge, unbelievable typicals, and then 4 non-typicals. Chuckers? Is it? I always thought it was a chew sound. We need chamois hunts. Have I already released that? I have 1 Teawaroa hunt coming out in the next weekish. So we have a little bit of chamois hunting. I don't think I kill very many. I know for sure of at least 1 encounter. I want the thickest looking male for mule deer. He should also, well, they go up to 210 kilo already, which is kind of dumb. So what's a great one mule deer weigh? 250 kilograms? That'd be a bit insane. Have we gone here? Well, that's a pheasant zone. Suppressors! Mechanically functional suppressors for the ARs would be nice. The only thing I ask with suppressors is that it doesn't change the spook radius for animals, because I just think that waters down the experience of the game. Otherwise, all for it. Am I losing my mind? I swear I just heard a pheasant again. I've been pheasant grounded for 2 hours and I'm already insane. Good. Garrett, thank you for the super chat. Welcome on in. Appreciate the support, man. Hate the time interact for muleys in this game. That's at the top of my list for remodel. So, I like... How do I want to say this? I like the frame, I like what they've done, but it's not quite right. I know what you're saying. Like, it just isn't, like, the frame doesn't, like, the beams don't bend the right way and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's a big, there's no curl, right? It's just a big flat rack. I feel like that's the problem. You're having a stroke? Always. Didn't realize they had impoundment in the new map? What now? Hello, friend. Beavers mean the 375 is getting some work? Oh, if they ever add beavers? It's still kind of amazing to me they haven't done that. Like, there are very few people in this community that wouldn't take a lot of joy in blasting everyone they see just because of the grief they've caused us over the years. It's almost like they don't add them out of principle so that people don't try to kill them with vengeance. Whitetail racks look a bit wonky. It's not that the big whitetail racks are, like, terrible per se. See if you can find that. The issue is that there's not variety. Like, every diamond whitetail in this game is like a 16 point. If you look at the record typical whitetails, they're typically 12 points. And even the Jordan buck was a 10 point. So why do we have, you know, so many that are a ton of tines and not ones that are actually realistic record typicals. Iron Moose, thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. I very much appreciate that. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing a new map with Blacktail and maybe even a great one. Also, polar bears sound like fun bears to hunt too, super aggressive, and then the multi-mounts look so cool. I love polar bears in Classic. I would get behind this idea for sure. If they could do it just right, maybe give them some snow leopard level rarity. Oh, that could be so cool. I'm getting excited for this idea of a Greenland map, and we don't even know if that's actually what it is. I can't figure out. I think this is because we just reset the time. So I'm going to come back here. That's a later in the day zone, but maybe there's still pheasants around there. And you know what I'll even do too? I'll put a tent there. Because it should be a spot we want to come back to. I was about to say the same thing about Blacktail. Blacktail, it's kind of a shame, like, not a lot is right about them. Like, the more I look at them, they're too gray. Like, maybe I'm just wrong about the Blacktail in the Pacific Northwest, but any Blacktail I've ever seen is like a dark, almost molassesy brown. Is that a way to describe Blacktail fur color? I feel like it is. And then like usually they have more like chocolatey horns too, or antlers. My bad. Don't kill me, Mel. The antlers in Call of the Wild are like chalky white, like sheds almost. Like that, if that could be changed, that would definitely bump up the blacktail hunting experience. What's that, Jamie? Oh, respawns. So basically, like, when you shoot any animal in the game, you'll get a respawn of the same species, of the same gender, and in theory, a relatively similar score. There's more elements to get into that, but, like, on a basic level, if you shoot a whitetail buck that weighs, like, 85 to 100 kilo range, the max weight range, you should get another one somewhere in that weight range. Might be bigger, might be smaller, but it should be in the ballpark of that range. Just on the stream, anything special yet, or just setup? Mostly setup. No special kills, but I think we're getting somewhere. Like, we're coming up on like 15 locations. Got a bunch up here in the fields, 3 down here on the coast. I think we're gonna end up with at least 2 down here too. And we've done like one run through that was semi-effective. The issue that I'm having right now is it seems like when I fast travel, the birds are taking off and running away before like I officially spawn in, and it's kind of hard to find them. So I'm either going to have to move the tents further back or something, but we'll get there. For now, I just want to find spots. Where should I hunt an emerald? Like the northwest area is loaded with deer species. I'd go there. Okay, this should be the pheasants. Oh, look, a little opening. Got one rooster. Oh. Thought you could get away, huh? But I seen you. How far are you going to go for cover, fellas? Right there, okay. Guns loaded. There's like 7 feed zones from something blockhouse, outpost, and down that ridge. Let's see if I can find that one. Da-da, where were they? Ah, found them. I got stuck. Nice. I didn't know that still happened. How do I pronounce that? Rahadian? Maybe? Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully I got that at least semi-close. Now, the issue is I never actually picked up the zone, but it should be... Now, who are you? That's Tanya. If that's a solo, I definitely don't want to kill that. Is this it? I think so. So, tent... I don't know, up here? Doe down, watching the stream, pass through, watch the drop. Nice, man. Congrats. I guess if you said pass through, you're bow hunting, huh? Okay, what's that outpost you were talking about? Block something. Ah, I see, down here. Okay. Well, let's run this little piece. I'll go and take my waterfowl tents down. We'll do that too. You heard managing? I don't think I am, but like with solos, if they're, well, I guess in theory I am then. With solos, I'm trying to kill them if they're very big, and if they're small, I'm leaving them. I don't really know what I'm doing, frankly. Do you have a herd management tutorial? I do not. I'm really not good at it. I don't even understand, like, not that I don't understand how it works, but there's a lot of people who do it who go to a far more detailed level than I even grasp. Always spotting these guys, because rares of these look really cool. Is Red Fox drink time the same on the new map? Yes. So they changed Raccoon Dog drink time, and that should be changed on Reventuli and here. But other than like making that change, any animal on any map will have the same drink time regardless of where it's at. Meaning, Red Fox on Hirschfelden will drink at the same time as on Salzwiesen, at the same time on Yukon and New England, and so on. Emerald Coast too. You should do a get-to-know Flinter stream where your subs ask you general questions like, do you like carrying pocket knives and stuff like that. Could be a fun thing. Maybe for 10 years on YouTube. Maybe this spring we could do something like that. I have a bunch of things planned for 10 years anyway. So we could maybe add one. So what is this? That's a solo zone, but he's kind of big, so in theory I want to kill that. Where did he go? This... Yep. Hey, buddy. That is the one, right? Because there's that baby one out here, too. You shot a max score friggin' stuck. Nice. I still don't know how to say it, but congrats nonetheless. Okay. I mean, we could go down here, too, but let's just go grab these 3 tents real quick. We'll go down that ridge, and then about the time we get that done, maybe 1 or 2 runs, and we'll probably have to wrap up the stream. That's literally every stream. I mean, kind of true. Andrew, thank you for subscribing. Welcome on in. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Flantra week for 10 years? I've already, like, said some of my plans, so it's not like it's a secret. Bobby Hill, thank you for subscribing as well, by the way. Welcome on in, guys. So, some things I definitely want to do are top 10 for 10 years. So, like, top 10, maybe Call the Wild kills, which would probably be, like, great ones and super rares. I'd like to do top 10 classic kills. That's going to take me way more time to really dig through. I might do top 10 real life kills too, because I think I've shot, I counted it out, 16 or 17 or something deer on film, and maybe by the end of the year it'll be a few more. So, you know, I think there's enough there where I can maybe do something like that. And then, yeah, I don't know, maybe like that stream, ideas like that could be kind of cool. When is your 10 years? It'll be May 12th, hilariously enough, 2025. Technically, like, the channel is over 10 years old. I made the channel, I think it was September 1st, 2014, and uploaded a couple of videos, like, I think literally 3 or 4, for the next couple of days. And then, like, you know, school was starting, and that got to be too much for me. But I started uploading consistently May 12th, 2015. Like, from then on, there's never been like more than maybe a 3-day period where I didn't upload or stream or something. So that's what I officially consider like the start of the channel. Because making 3 videos and then taking 9 months off or whatever, 8 months, doesn't feel like that counts. Top 10 people I've met through this whole thing. Have I met 10? If you count the people that I met at the ATA show, I met 10. I mean, also if we count like parents and spouses then too, because it could be like you, your wife, your son, haven't met your daughter yet, Aaron, his parents, like that could easily go to top 10. Did I meet you?
Not too late now.
Like I said, I'll hunt the second week of rifle season.
Stop it. You're the worst.
12 years on YouTube would be epic? I don't even know what to do for 12 years. If my West Virginia buck was 20 inches bigger, I'd be above you on that list. You know, I mean, Kylo was at least on some level responsible for me buying the property where I got my 180, so that might be tough. West Virginia buck might need to be like 40 inches bigger. I did get it with a bow though, so you know, like, yeah, maybe 25 inches bigger. How about that? Any diamonds? None yet. Kyla's thinking about giving her diamond ring back. There's that. Top 10 Taylor Swift songs released in that time. That should be what you do on your channel, to be honest. No one cares. What do you mean, no one cares? That's the biggest lie you've ever told. Huh? I don't know what. Oh. You're lucky she puts up with me? Well, yeah, but I put up with listening to the Taylor Swift, so like it evens out. Do you think this new map is the best for pheasants that are Rancho or Hirschfeld? I think it is because the limited like areas they can be. Because the thing about Rancho is it's obviously a full-size map, and they can be on, I'm gonna say like 75% of the map, versus Salzwiesen, which is already like maybe 30% the size of Rancho. Did I say Hirschfelden? I meant Rancho. Salzwiesen is 30% the size of Rancho, and pheasants can be on like 50 or 60% of the map. So there's just way less area you have to worry about. Gonna be a sleeper on the couch tonight? Hey, I bought that bed. I don't play those games, I'm just saying. I don't. Last Shadow never like cuddles with me. When we go to bed, Shadow sleeps up against Kyla. So last night, for some reason, Shadow decided to sleep next to me, and like I literally made room for her to sleep against me and accidentally knocked into Kyla. Just to let Shadow sleep next to me. Favorite Pringles flavor? Okay, try that again. What? Pringles flavor? I can English really good. Memphis barbecue is pretty darn good. I like that one. Yeah, we used to get Pringles all the time. They're expensive though. Everything's expensive. Like, shoot deer, have a garden. That's my advice to everybody. Okay, I thought that was a rare because there was that male, but that's that one. Pheasants went where? Probably a tent right here. I didn't pay any attention to where they went. Wait, no. They gotta be right here. That's trot. Any flavor for me because it's food? Real. Well, that can't be them, but I'll go over there for now. Have you ever full-time content creator, or do you currently? Yeah, since January 2018, this has been my full-time job. I had a part-time job for maybe like a couple of years, like at the beginning of this. Waiting for owner. Okay, so he found something. But yeah, I quit that part-time job in January 2018, and this has been my full-time job ever since. There's our black grouse, wait, and pheasants. There was a rooster. Oh, is that him? Ah. Gotta be close. Lucky. Alright. Where are the other ones, Radar? Sour cream and onion? That's a good one. Do you have a link for your wife/girlfriend's YouTube channel? I think we have a command for it. Could be... Oh. What do you mean idling? What happened? Maybe he was pointing at that black grouse. Well, where'd the pheasants go then? I'm gonna put a tent here. Oh, this grass again? Come on, man. the most beautiful place to put a tent in history. And the game's like, grass is too tall. I guess we'll try... No, I had point species going, so he had to be on a pheasant. Where are they at? Spicy cheddar? I don't know if I've had those. I like, if you get the, I think it's the stacked ones. I like salt and vinegar of those, but regular salt and vinegar Pringles have no flavor and it's just kind of gross. I've never struggled to find pheasants like this. If we could find like a couple of trotting tracks, but I don't know where they went. Maybe they flew away. Because they were down here. I could have just shot them on the ground. That's the annoying thing. Run. Okay, that's what I want. And where did you run to, good sir? It's almost like this guy went off on his own. Mallards. I don't know. How many diamonds do you have? Good question. So this is 300 off. It's actually at 1,328. I missed Diamond 1212 last year at some point, which is kind of a shame. Alright, I don't know. We got a tent there. Wait. How many peasants feed here? Danny, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Appreciate that. That's a solo, but he kind of needs dead. That's the one I missed. Keep on rolling down. I've just learned that in February, I start a new internship working with elephants exclusively. You got a job at Walmart?
Stop it.
Somebody else thought that. Is really glad I said it. Anyway, congrats, man. Imagine the poops. Oh my. How do you tell... How do you tell male and female fox apart when spawning? Generally, the females were a little bit lighter colored. There is the orange variant for male fox that can kind of look like a female, but that's the only sort of like, I can't think of the word I want. The one that could be either. Dark red and red variant for male fox are always darker than the females. What I missed, I was sleeping. That Walmart joke was terrible. I was just happy for you, man. Sam Walton, you know, he owns your favorite football team. Is it Sam? Maybe he's dead. Whatever, whoever Walmart guys own the Broncos, and you could also be working for them. It's great. They wouldn't hire you? Really? Maybe they just weren't hiring at the time. I feel like they'll hire, like if they're hiring, I feel like they'll hire about anybody, but maybe not. This might have been the worst, like, job of actually killing pheasants that were around here. Why did he spin like that? Anyway, will I put one more tent maybe on this side? I think the one tent halfway down is fine. Should we keep going? We'll see what's on the other side of this brush. I know it's a dumb question, but are there mellow moose? There are. There are indeed. I don't know what that was. Me and elephants have a lot in common. Oh. Had 2 diamond foxes before the update, and the fur was retroactively changed to the new model. Yep. Anytime they do model changes, other than antlers. If they do any kind of antler update, old ones will remain the same, but... For instance... Oh, that sounds like a pheasant. I can't see it. Oh. I think that's that solo I wanted dead. Anyway. For things like moose when they got a model update for the great ones, whitetail at one point got a model update. All of the old ones in your lodge get changed to the new ones. I love the GSP dog so much. I own one in real life, but is at training for 2 weeks, so I tell myself, all right, I'm gonna go play with my digital Dakota. This one listens better. Watch him. I need to get a fabled candy cane fox great one or I'll go insane. What if you kill it on Christmas Eve, though? That'd be kind of cool. Usually, for Christmas Eve, for one, we're not normally home, and we will be this year. So maybe I'll do some fox grounding just in case that can happen. Usually Christmas Eve, I do a wish list for Call of the Wild the following year. Like a Christmas Santa list thing. I'm gonna have to, like, I'm really gonna go hard with the Greenland idea, though. Because we already know it's a winter map. What did you find? Well, I don't care what you found. I'm going over here. What's your favorite Great One Moose fur type? So oak for like the concept, but I don't think it's my favorite looking one. My favorite looking one is probably the what's it called? Speckled or something like that. I also think the one that people call fabled ginger, spruce, I think. It's slept on. It's pretty good. Waiting for owner. Well, I found birds over here, buddy. So yep. Is that a rooster way out front? No. Kind of better if we didn't miss out on it. Oh, hey. Welcome aboard. So, I just realized something. What zone did we just kill these out of? I guess I'll put a tent like right here and we'll figure it out later. Why'd you name your GSP radar? So I had a thing that I did in Classic where, for no real specific reason, I just did like a naming theme with all the dogs where it would start with the letter R. So like my retriever in Classic, the first dogs ever come out with the name Rocky for our family dog Rocky. And then Bloodhounds came out after that and I named him, what did I name that one? I don't remember. Dang, that's wild. But I named my GSP in Classic Radar because, like, they're a pointer, they find things. I thought it kind of made sense. So I just did the same thing here. All right, I'm going to go all the way out to the end of here, and then we'll do some pheasant runs. Beaver's 12,000% drop in a tree on that tent. You know, it's funny living here. Not that I have tents set up all around my property, but I do have, I probably shouldn't say this on the off chance any of the neighbors watch this, but I set up a ground blind in the like most obvious wide open spot on my property, not because I was going to hunt there, but because if the neighbors wanted to come trespass, they would think I was hunting there. So I have that, and we do have beavers, so maybe a beaver's going to come knock it down, who knows. I just don't understand why Greenland is preferred by some people. Preferred as opposed to what? Oh, Canada maybe? I think Greenland has the potential for a lot of new species. What if they added beavers to the game? I don't understand why they haven't. Like, literally, almost everybody in the game would love to go smoke 500 beavers for all the tents they've killed. Named your Bloodhound Rocky? Was it? I think I named my Bloodhound in this game Rocky. But the one in Classic I named... What the heck was it? I almost shot radar. It's gonna bother me. Is there a burrow down there? Because apparently one fled from, like, in the water. I don't know. I gotta go look. Let me go see what I named them. Open Classic. What's your favorite DLC? Ooh, boy. Great question. It might be the Ambusher pack, just because I love the 44 lever action so much. Like, I was gonna say the high caliber pack for the 300 AR, but I do love that 44. Back Creek Fishing, thank you for subscribing. Welcome on in. So if I go to profile, dogs, we've got Razor, that was it. Like Razor's Edge senses, I don't know, that one didn't make a lot of sense. I was 12. Rascal's a good one. I don't know how I've never named the dog Rascal in these games, Anthony. Maybe if they release like a rabbit dog, like Beagles or something, I'll name it Rascal. Is a 276.2 Moose a big diamond? That's barely a diamond. It's relatively small. True Rax is technically a DLC? That's true. I don't know why... True. I don't know why they did some stuff like that. Like, they had one that was like more character models or something that was a DLC for some reason, even though it was free. Max weight raccoon, huh? Maybe we can kill that and then go shoot pheasants, because it's apparently right here. Second mellow pheasant. Ooh, nice. I'm very much looking forward to getting some rare pheasants. I've always wanted them. My first diamond in 2021 as I'm working on my lodge. Ooh, 2021 may have been different. No, they scored actually higher back then. Right now, they get to like 302 is basically the upper limit. They used to be able to get to like 316 or so. I don't know why they changed it. And funny enough, the rack that is the big rack now was not the 316 big rack back then. True racks have gone through some weird stages. Is it you? No. I mean, if it's not here, I don't really care. But... Hello, friends. 316? Yep. I remember it specifically. In your opinion, what is the least favorite animal to hunt in real life? Of things that I actually hunt? Because, like, I'm sure there's a least favorite thing that I don't hunt. Trying to think through, like, literally all the things that I've hunted. Probably, like, squirrels, I guess. I don't dislike hunting squirrels, but I actually haven't hunted that many things. It's like whitetail, turkeys, rabbits, squirrels, you know, some other small game things, but I haven't hunted a lot of big game. All right, I think we're officially gonna do, what time is it? 4:22. A couple of pheasant runs, and then we'll probably wrap up. It might be more than a couple, because you can do it pretty quick. Aren't they maxing out at 302? They are now, yeah. Back in 2016, they used to go to like 316. Why? I don't know. Why do I do this? It's the worst spot to go and rest. Possums? I never hunted possums. Groundhogs actually might be, well, if you're gonna be right there. No. Favorite map in this game? Leighton Lakes. Did I say 2016? 2021 is what I meant. Or whenever Moose True Rax came out. 2020, 2021. I think I said it right the first time anyway. Where do you mostly hunt? Oh, in real life? Just mostly at home here in Pennsylvania. I do some out-of-state hunting. Usually every year I go to West Virginia and Indiana. We've been doing some hunting in Kentucky too that hasn't produced anything just yet, but I enjoy trips like that. Just go and see what the heck I find. You know, whether or not I actually shoot something's kind of irrelevant to me. I just like going and exploring. Started playing because of your videos in 2019. Nice. Ugliest and prettiest animals in Call of the Wild. Ooh. Ugliest is probably caribou. They just look like a reindeer that got stung on the face by 500 bees. Prettiest? I want to check this solo zone. Ooh. Like, I feel like snow leopards, Bengal tigers. Some birds, too. Like, cinnamon teal are really good-looking birds now. Green-winged teal look awesome with those, like, vibrant green wing feathers. I don't know if I can pick just one there. If I had to pick one, I might go snow leopards, but it's just because I really like them. Bighorn are ugly? But Bighorn, the horns are ugly. The models themselves are okay. There's not a lot of good with caribou, frankly. No peasants out here? We could be early. We'll do some experimentation with time here too. So let's just... This is where we just killed that one. Let's go to here. Wish me luck. I've been trying to get a diamond plains bison for days. I need all the luck I can get. Good luck to you, man. Hopefully there's a diamond around the next corner for you. So this is the zone we're supposed to be hunting. This is what we're seeing, where they're just not here yet. Well, let's first try changing the time a little bit. Rather than starting like first thing, let's do 6:30. We can get to all of our spots so quickly anyway. Hey, James. Doing pretty good. How about you? Kind of unexpected stream today. I didn't think I was going to get time to do it, but since we had the time, I figured we'd go and blast some pheasants. And frankly, whatever else runs out in front of us today. So what's this? Is this pheasant? This might be the thing, because if you change the time, aren't they invisible now? So if we go away and back. Black-tailed to me are pretty ugly. They have a beak, specifically albinos. I don't like it. And if you don't know what I mean, I don't know how to explain it, really, but they do. I'm not really sure I was aware of these pheasants down here. Oh no, that's where we just were. I'm never gonna hit that. We'll just go over there. Quacktails? Real. The grizzlies are ugly, they are. That is true. That's the one we were spotting. I was gonna say, he had other friends here. There's a rooster. Well, it's hit. That might go a ways. Oh well. Gotta go and get him. You know exactly what I mean? Good. Hope they update the lion models. Yeah, I was gonna say exactly what you said. They're fine, but if you compare them to Bengals and snow leopards and really any new things, they just don't hold up. So it's not dead yet. That's exactly what I was hoping would happen. Well, minus nobody saw that. How many zones? I think we have, I don't know, 14 or 15 right now. Hey, Hunter, man, what's going on, dude? Favorite kill? That's tough. I think my piebald diamond gray fox, but like, you know, there's some other really cool ones we've had over the years. I have to individually seal 210 envelopes by licking them for work. This might be a dumb question, but I kind of always assumed, like, especially since COVID, that places of business probably use those, like, the things where you peel back the little thing and there's, like, pre-glued envelopes. I guess that's not a thing everywhere, huh? A loaded weapon does help. Who loads their guns? That's silly. Getting a degree in catching and releasing deers. Nice. By the way, I found the lower jaw from my big buck. All right, fellas. No time for this nonsense. Anyway, I still haven't used that information you gave me for aging him. I promise I will eventually. What's up, Denton? Wet a paper towel for envelopes. Never would have thought of that. Okay, I like the consistency that's happening here now. So I think earlier we just didn't have respawns yet. So I think we've got a pretty solid base for this. One rooster in this flock, I guess. I wonder if you get, like, back and forth one rooster, two roosters, like, in the same flock. Wouldn't surprise me. That's how the girl in Seinfeld died? Is it? Oh, way too early. You gonna get the Great One Pheasant with a bow out of the air? I'm planning on using some kind of shotgun. What I'd like to do... Yeah, there's two roosters. What I'd like to do is have radar flush it to me, and then, you know, maybe use some kind of cool shotgun or something. I think missing it 12 times with a bow would just make the experience way less fun. Is this that one that's just hens now? I'm not going to take this down yet. Because maybe a rooster comes back, but the last couple runs it's just been hens. So we go up here. If you sing Bob the Builder, you get 50,000 likes. Is that right? Oh my god. Zones for days out here. It's supposedly right here, though. Nope, that's not it. It was weird. The first deer I darted walked up on it and he was snoring. Really? Like audibly snoring? That's kind of cool, though. Mocha Moose looks so cool. They should, like, do something. You know, maybe it's just a really rare encounter. Some other way of getting a Mocha Moose. You know, maybe you can get a Diamond Mocha if you're on Tearoa and, I don't know, give some list of requirements that need to be done where, like, there's some small chance it spawns. Like, maybe, for every... How do you do this so it can't be exploited? For every something that can't be exploited, there's a chance that a Mocha Moose spawns with random antlers. I'll leave it at that. Yogi, thank you for subscribing and welcome on in. There's at least a rooster in there. Jeez. Found a few branches. Those all look like hens. Hen, 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 hen. To the next. Yeah, this can be pretty fast. The only concern really, so that's the all-hand one. The only concern is speed of respawns, I think. Mangy Mocha? Ew. Most crazy thing you've done on stream? I don't know. Like, game-wise or just anything-wise? I can't think of, like, any particular thing that was really insane. Like, we've had some wild shots and, you know, killed great ones on stream and stuff, but I don't know if that counts. GDW actually add the dogs poop into the game? Yeah, apparently some people have seen it. I still haven't seen it yet. These guys do this every time. They run over there, and then they turn back around. We have 2 to kill, so... Well, I didn't want to get them both grounded. Hi, how are you? Oh, hip fire just didn't work? Okay. When you get Great Pheasant, you're gonna get radar to retrieve it. If he's high enough level, because then you can make a really cool photo if you can make your dog move it to where you want it. I would like to think we can accomplish that just through like regular grinding. I imagine at some stage, you know, we end up having him point here and there to where it levels up. Probably though, that's a good idea. I think in videos and stuff, especially when I'm not prepping, like when we get back after the wedding, and I'm not like, you know, every minute that I can shave off this video by not having radar have to go and point to something, that's one more, you know, minute I can spend recording the next video or editing or whatever. So anyway, when I have the time, when we get back, I think that's what I'd like to do. I would like to get him leveled up so he can retrieve it. That'd be pretty cool. How is live? Going pretty good, man. We're really, I think, starting to hit a stride with pheasants now. We've got enough spots that we're consistently getting roosters. We haven't killed very many big ones yet, and that may be a matter of we're going to go and find some solos and maybe, like, shoot them until we get some lower level ones. We have a lot of level 1 solos as is, though, which I think is good. I think these are all hens. I like how Radar comes running past every time. He's like, hey, Dad, good job. I'll shoot the next one for you. Same birds. Alright, let's try here. Did EW fix the lodge bug? What is the lodge bug? I haven't even heard of this. I don't think there's been an update yet, so I don't think that's been fixed. So this was one of those spots where we didn't really put the tent exactly where it needs to be. We might need to find some tracks here. The zone is, in theory, right here, but... How many kills? I would say like between 30 and 40 probably. Why are foxes so bad at being in their drink zone? I think it's because they move so slow. They're just, like, even when they're trotting, they're really not covering much ground. So, it's probably going to be one of those things, kind of like, well, that's what I was going to say. Moose were like that. Sometimes you're, like, the last 45 minutes of their drink time, and they finally show up. So that's probably what I would do, is just hunt the very end of the time. Our Amelas are common in lodges? Oh, do they screw up fur types? That's the old, or not the old zone, but the, like, later time? What's an animal you would want to come to the game? Well, I've really got my hopes up right now for muskox, because we have a wintry looking map coming next summer. That was something they kind of teased at in the winter show they did. Winter preview show, maybe it was called. Those and doll sheep, I think, would be my top ones. Are there doll sheep in Greenland? Because if they could just do both. Now, this appears to be a solo we don't want to kill, which is fine. Let's go check on this side in case there happens to be a zone down there. This spot, we still need to figure out. Got him. Would have been really bad if that was a 5. The fox grind is kind of rough so far. They're always 12 miles from the drink zones. Yeah, I haven't even gotten to that point yet because I just got everything set up on Emerald Coast. When you first start grinding, that's not an issue. But as soon as you start grinding, as soon as you get respawns and stuff, you have those really late, animals moving into their zones, whatever you're grinding for, foxes or otherwise. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm really not. Any luck on the pheasants? We haven't killed anything special. I think 1 or 2 max weight estimate ones this whole time, but we have our setup going. And at least these last, like, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes, fairly consistently in their zones. Wait, that's a hen zone, so we want to go this way. I usually have the door set up in the right direction. Greenland wolf are extinct or nearly. I mean, kind of tigers in India and snow leopards too, right? But they still did it. Well, Nepal, actually, my bad, not India. Where birds? As soon as I start talking up how we're doing good here. I think they were here. I think they already maybe ran. I think this is where pointers need to be faster. Like, if I could do point species and he could get on it in, like, 45 seconds. Yeah, see, we're going to find them before he does. That was a pretty... Whoa! That was a pretty cool evasive maneuver they did. Crossing paths and throwing me off. This coast is so good for pheasants. It doesn't seem like I have a ton down here, which I'm fine with. Good work, Radar. You found something. A little late, but hey, he's learning. So this is apparently also a zone. I guess we'll run this. What are the rares for pheasant? Melanistic, leucistic, and albino. And then obviously, great one first, but... Biblical, thank you for the 5. Get the memberships. We've got Kendall Watson, we've got KR Alyssa. We've got Toby, and we've got... It's taking its time coming up with it. Emily. Guys, if you are here in chat, be sure to thank Biblical for the Get the Memberships. Join the Discord, link up your YouTube Get the Member role, and enjoy the green badges and emojis as well. Biblical, thank you so much for the support, man. Very much appreciated. Hope you're doing well, by the way. I'm supposed to be going this way. I might need to refigure this. Because we've had this issue a couple times. It's almost like they're just already spooked. You shot a diamond Gadwall. We got Jillian with the Leucistic Caper Kaylee as well. Some trophies are going down. We gotta find something then. Gotta be a big male out here somewhere. I guess we're just running now. Until we find something. Because the next tents are right there. Notice a lot of the zones are on the very edge of the tree line, not in the middle of the grassy area. You're saying I'm too far out? Probably am. Pheasants, aerial ninjas? I guess so. Do you think that all the animals should have a great one, or only popular and unpopular animals? I think if every species had a great one, like, to be honest with you, a great one snow leopard would make snow leopards way less cool. Because a lot of people aren't willing to put in the time to hunt and figure out snow leopards because there isn't a great one. Therefore, you know, getting a diamond or getting a rare snow leopard is still cool, but like anything else in this game, if they added great ones to it, people would figure them out to the point that rares and diamonds would become trivial, and I think that would actually make the experience worse. So, we're like, if it was for every species, I'm saying. So I don't think every species should have it, but I think more species getting great ones is good. Just, you know, so long as, let's say, every year they add, even baseline, 4 new species and 2 new great ones. As long as there's more overall species than great ones, meaning there will always be non-great one species, I think that's the best balance. You shot a leucistic greylag. That's very rare. Congrats. Ah, bad. There's another call over there, too. What's that, Zeke? I want my great one quail. I mean, we got a great one pheasant. Never say never. It could happen. That's... I mean, it's a level 2 solo, though, so I'm going to kill it. I do believe that's that solo, but it's a big-ish one. So, dead it must be. And then raccoon dog. That's apparently a pheasant zone. I don't even understand my own setup at this point. Like, am I missing a tent, or was this just hens? I gotta go look. Final level 5 muley. Ooh, nice. Got all my pheasant zones set up. Now we'll see how long the grind takes. I hope I have crow's luck. Yeah, you could be halfway through all the furs, or plumages by the end of the week. Furs. Should every base species have a great one? Maybe outside of class 1 things. Like, I don't think we need Great One, Canada Goose, and Mallard, and Whitetail Jackrabbit. I think we can... And Turkey, for that matter. Although Great One Turkey actually could be kind of cool. I think we can be fine without those. But should Blacktail and Elk and, you know, Euro Bison eventually get Great Ones? I kind of think, yeah. They're so furry? I mean, you're kind of right, though. What happened to you? I like how it looks like it's tiptoeing and I caught it. Like I saw it and it's like, oh, you see nothing. So what's this tent for? I set things up and I don't even know what I did it for. Wild boar? Boar could be a cool great one. I still think I'm going to laugh when I see a 10 fabled on a pheasant. It's going to be weird, right? Like, even with whitetail, at least, you know, they're a bigger animal. They've got that giant rack, so it's kind of like, oh, that's special. Pheasant's like, hey, that one's a little fluffier. 10. It's gonna be weird, even though they're the same max level. How many Great One pheasants do you think you're going to get today? We're not ending the stream till we have every Great One plumage. We're actually going to be done in, like, probably 45 minutes or less, so probably not. What's up, Rye Guy? Welcome on in. Yeah, I definitely need to figure out what this setup even is. Why did I put this here, then? I don't even see a zone. I can't remember. This part of the run clearly needs to be refined, but the field things went well. And then we have 2 spots up here. I think there's a third too that I kind of screwed up. Sounds good, Tristan. Appreciate you hanging out. What's up, Copper? Did you get him, Riley? Okay. Probably already talked about this, but how about that game against the Bengals? That actually gave me a lot of hope for the Steelers as contenders generally, minus their defense, but the Bengals kind of do that to everybody, so that wasn't too alarming. But it was a fun watch. Sunday was a good day because it was very cold out. Kyle and I hunted all day Saturday, didn't see any shooter bucks. And then went out again Sunday morning with the intention of maybe hunting all day, but probably hunting till noon and then going somewhere else. And then Kyla shot a doe at like 9. So we got that out of the bottom, got it, skinned and everything, and we were back in the house in time to watch the Steeler game. 3 roosters? Hello? I'm killing 2 on the ground, because otherwise one's gonna get away. You can't run. You can't hide. Plop. So I guess this is a good spot. 2.12, 1.96, and 1.95. So we did kill the biggest one on the ground, but that's okay. We also need to be very careful we don't go and delete zones now. So what is this considered? Still high pressure. This update makes... Oh, the pheasant's too easy? I think it's so the problem is, pheasants as they were without a dog were fine. But when you add the dog behavior, they have to stay hunkered down for a long time. Now, why they don't flush, that needs altered. They should fly like as soon as you get close to them. I don't know why they do what they do. Are colors worth it? Because I have the money and I don't know what to get. In Call of the Wild, they can be useful, but if you have like long-range weapons, you rarely need them in my opinion. This was that spot where we killed some pheasants, but I never got the zone. Because I'm smart. Do bird zones delete differently? No, I think it's the same. Oi, what's going on, Simon? This is where we had that max weight raccoon track. Not that one. Not a pheasant in all these fields, huh? So we're still missing stuff. Like, there's apparently a zone there. That may have been a solo. We'll run up to there, and then maybe that's giving stuff down in the fields time to respawn. House hunting's going good, man. It was... Oh. It was a fairly slow start. Let's not kill that because hunting pressure. But, you know, we had all our setup to do. We had to find zones. We had to place tents and all that. I think we're in a good spot here to where we can, like, start to consistently, get good numbers now. So where are these ones? Ooh. Is that a pheasant? No. Well, I don't know what these guys are up to, but figure them out later. Hopefully the Hunter's next map has fields like Call of the Wild. I don't know what way the Hunter has to, like... I guess a map with pretty much all new species. I feel like that's what they need to do, like, really capture my attention again. The biggest, like, problem is... I feel like there's not much to explore on these maps anymore. Like... The DLC maps are smaller than Nez Perce and Transylvania. And a lot of times there's, like, 2 really good spots for high genetics for, like, the interesting species. And then that's it. So you find those, and then you just sort of grind those out for trophies, and I'd like to explore. With a pheasant crate one, are you just shooting every pheasant, or is there any strategy? So solos, if they're level 1s, I'm leaving them. And then, other than that, like, anywhere where I have a tent, I've got flocks, like, with hens and at least a rooster. Hopefully 2 roosters. Regardless of what those are, minimum estimate, max estimate, I'm killing those. Okay, so that was a solo hen zone there. Alright, I think we're ready to try the fields again. What I'll do is I'll rest to, I guess 6:30 worked pretty good. And then we'll also main menu again, just in case there are spooked pheasants, so that they unspook. The great one, pheasant and fox are so hard. Pheasant actually seems like it's not going to be that bad. Fox, it looks like that's going to be challenging. Speaking of challenges, one of these days I need to do a video on challenges. The 223 buff, was there a buff to the 223? Is Call the Wild better? Then when? Alright. I think this spot worked the second time. 100% wolf lover, like they, and I'm a big game hunter, like I'm mostly fine with that. But they further limit like what's interesting by making it so wait. There's a rooster back there too? Anyway, they further limit what's interesting by making it so rabbits and things like that are just like, you know, I don't care. If I see a big one, I'll shoot it with the, like, 308, whatever. Like, I want it to be more interesting. This might be a radar one. Because I don't like where they're at. That fence is going to screw them up. Never mind. Are they stopping there? Oh, I'm stuck. Where, rooster? There were two. I know there were. Oh, nosedive. And that other rooster warning call we had. It's probably a solo if I had to guess, but maybe we ought to jump back in the woods and look for tracks real quick? Because it was literally right off the trail here. Been a while since Silverish Peaks. Oh, I would say it's generally improved since SRP, yeah. Poor thing just face planted. You know, it happens. What's going on, by the way, Devil? Okay, that'll be him. Solo or not, I want that one dead, so. Make sure he's not a rare, which he is not. And, may need assistance, but we'll see. Don't really want to spend all day running around trying to find this one, but at the same time, if we find him semi-quickly, then it's worth it. Is molting rare in pheasants? Molting and gray are like uncommon. Rares are leucistic, albino, melanistic. Just woke up, my fever's gone down to 104.2, and we're moving in the right direction. That's gotta be just awful, man. I really hope that whatever they give you can break it. Top changes slash fixes. I don't even know if I can remember all the ones that have changed since then, but I'd say a couple of the more like significant ones. Waterfowl hunting's way better now. You can actually like legitimately hunt ducks realistically, so that definitely helps. Why? Okay, I guess radar's not gonna point, so whatever. Going all the way back to Silverish Peaks. I mean, a lot of the model enhancements, like Red Fox, look way better, as you can see by that one right there. What are some of the other model enhancements they've done? Moose are a lot better. Black bear look way better. Things like that's a fairly big deal. Oh, gun customization and binocular customization and stuff like that's pretty sweet. I like stuff like that. I know that's not everybody's thing. It's found a gold 4.45 leucistic caper Kaylee. Nice. We're twins. Just a hen today? You're lucky. And this could be that respawns aren't here yet. That would kind of be my guess. I see nothing else, so we're gonna... Oh, okay, we're gonna go with that. To the next. I think... No. Up there's the spot with only heads. We shall see, Ty. We're, Wait, what? was a pheasant warning call. Maybe it was that guy. We're relatively close to the end of the stream, but we got a ways to go yet. We haven't yet killed a diamond, but, you know, within our first 50, 60 kills, I don't exactly expect to. What's up, Sue? I mean, technically she'll have tomorrow, and then if she wants to hunt the late season with a bow, which it gets cold, and like, I always tell myself I'm going to hunt it, and then I don't. I really plan to hunt it this year, though. What the... Oh. Come here, Radar. Get... This critical position thing where they sneak for 500 years, not my favorite. Come here. I'm gonna help you. Best weapon for class 2? Probably the 243, honestly. Just gonna speed a little fella right along. I don't even know where they were anymore. That's still gonna take him 12 years. Get in there, buddy. You go tell him. Meant to say when it's below 103 I can be dispatched. Gotcha. Well, that might not be too long. Hopefully that goes smoothly. Should be nearly to pointing distance. What are you doing? Hey! The birds are that way, bro. Literally, like, just... No. He's... There you go, finally. Goodness gracious. I'm starting to wonder if he's ever going to flush him. Level 12 now, which... That should mean we can get a great one because he's level 12. A little weak on the flush. They're supposed to come this way. But, you know, I won't be too mad at him. We missed a rooster, though. There should have been... There were 3. Ah, how'd you get all the way over there, dude? Hacks. Did we just hit that? That'll work. I'm getting mad at a virtual dog. Not wrong. See, call the while still running gun? Oh yeah. That part's never going to change, to be honest with you. Nice shot, thanks. Look at that. Level 12. I feel like every black grouse on this map is a gold. Most male black grouse are golds. We killed a silver earlier today, but they generally do make gold. Oh boy, Casey. I assume this was like... I don't know if there ever is appendicitis surgery that's like scheduled very far out. I assume it's like you get whatever thing and you go to the hospital and it happens right then. Well, hopefully late season treats you well. You never know. Sometimes things just work out that way with hunting. It might be... Well, I don't want to say for your benefit, because obviously that wasn't any fun, but you might end up with better luck hunting anyway. Max Pointer, Born of the Mountains. I have 7 albinos, but 1 melanistic. What's that, pheasant? That is true, Spencer. The females even make it. That's kind of what I was thinking, biblical. Because that's kind of bad. Been to Japan 2 times now. Oh, really? Sounds fun. Gibbet beer.
Pickle beer.
Ew.
Oh, I need it.
Should go elk hunting in real life. I've been building preference points in Wyoming for a number of years. Eventually, I will do an elk hunt out there. It's not going to be the first thing I do, because I'm also building pronghorn and mule deer points. And like my sort of ultimate goal with it is go out there once for a pronghorn hunt, hopefully fill said pronghorn tag with some time to spare on the trip, and then maybe do some scouting for mule deer the following year. Then do the same thing with mule deer. go out there for a couple of weeks, hopefully fill the tag with some time to spare, and do some scouting for elk the next year. I feel like that gives me the best odds of success for all of them. All right, buddy. But we'll see. So, like at the absolute soonest, it'll be in like 3 years. But I do want to bring some stuff like that to the channel. I think it'd be fun. How many kills? I'm not even counting. I would say like between 50 and 70 to give a decent range on that. How many elk points? 4 or 5. I think 5. I'm fairly sure I have 5, wait. Maybe it's 4. It's either 4 elk and 4 mule deer and then 5 pronghorn, or 5 elk, 5 mule deer, and 6 pronghorn. I have 1 more pronghorn point. Hey, it's 5 o'clock. Great one gonna pop out in the last 10 minutes? Maybe. Or at least 10 minutes, you said. Is this the spot where they turn around and run back at me? I guess not. I figured they'd do this, though. I'm missing a rooster. No. Well, how the heck... I guess I should have just shot him. I don't know where he went. It's kind of strange they didn't stick together, but okay. They'll be here next time. Good shot, why thank you. A little molting fella. Let's jump down here. Do quails have the grounding penalty? Yes. Great one's gonna be at the last tent. That'd be kind of cool though. Decent fella there. We should make a racetrack in the angler and race on it with the Jeeps. Oh god, the turning and stuff in those. Probably make everybody car sick first. It's kind of not a bad idea though. Way the Hunter added a dedicated racetrack. I'm kind of surprised we don't have one in Call of the Wild yet. At the same time, I do see the problem with it, but you can ban vehicles in multiplayer, so why not? Goodness gracious, Tippery, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate the support. How y'all doing today? Got my first diamond yesterday. Was all links. Oh, nice, dude. You have an awesome day. You too, man. Really appreciate the support, and congrats on the links as well. Those are not easy to find. How's it going, by the way? Foxes stop spawning in pairs. Geez, when I go back to my fox grind on Yukon, that was the only time I've ever done any fox grinding. I can't remember that being an issue, but it may well have been. What's the purpose of using tripods when grinding? Does it decrease hunting pressure? Yes, that is the sole purpose. Other than maybe, you know, you could see the animals a little bit easier, you can get elevated above a hill or whatever. So, like, in theory, they're here. Can radar find them? Maybe they went up there. I think they might have. Sometimes it seems like they can get out of there before we spawn in. Found 2 rare female fox, 1 pie, 1 albino. Not bad. Albino red fox look awesome, by the way. Devil, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that, man. Wedding coffee. We'll make sure it goes directly to that. Thank you, man. There's a Starbucks in downtown Breckenridge, so easy. Are they way up here? This can't be right. Come here. Oh, I know you're gonna jump up on my lap. So I don't know. Don't lick my face. I don't know where these things are. Now she's trying to lay on my keyboard. She's like, watching me mess this whole stream up. I got this. We need weapon attachments in Call of the Wild, about the only thing it's missing. I think, like weapon customization beyond, you know, cosmetics and stuff. I think a lot of people would want to be able to do that. I'm with you. Do you know a friggin' stock hotspot? I know I'm saying it wrong. Right here's where I got my diamond, I believe. Pretty sure. Okay, these spots are a little less consistent. Pork, pork. Can you please show the traits for radar? I sure can. Don't think we're even going to find pheasants in here, but I'll just run this direction. You can take a screenshot or whatever if you wanted that. A foregrip or a bipod would be amazing. Bipod would be interesting. Because they have something like that. It's a tripod, but they have a deployable tripod in Classic, where you can just set the tripod down and then, like, kind of almost enter it as if it's a stand or whatever. So you're locked in that position, but you can rotate and stuff on the tripod to get a shot at whatever. Could do something along those lines in Call of the Wild, I feel like. Hey, Rocky, what's up? First fox on Saul's Weason's a Mela? Male or female? Either way, really cool. Like to see a resell shop for used equipment. It's tough when, you know, it's all in-game money, but I guess a lot of games have that. Oh, bad shot. Also not good shot. It's dead now. 5 medium male, not bad. I think my first mellow male was a 5. Pretty cool. My first was not my first on Saul's Weason, though, so yours is a little bit cooler. Alright, let's do, I guess, this side first. Is the new map better for Great One pheasant grinding than Hirschfelden? I think it is, to be honest. A smaller map inevitably means lower total population, which is generally a good thing. Like, if you think about it, if the population of whatever you're grinding for is really high, there's more that you have to worry about. So the less that you need to deal with, the better. And then there's less ground to cover and less locations you need to get to. It just allows you to, you know, really narrow in on a small, you know, range of areas, I guess we'll say. So that's a solo hen. And then what the heck is this tent here for? Because I thought that was a solo hen. Well, I'll try going down there. The new Big 12 male cereal. Do you want to shoot bigger males? Eat Big 12 male cereal. If you leave a rare female animal when you're grinding that species, does it affect the spawn rate of rares? No. Rares are entirely random. There's nothing that influences the spawn of rares beyond just random numbers. Yeah, this is, well, that's weird. I guess we have 2 solo females here now, but we'll just move right along then. New to Call of the Wild, so how can you grind? If you're really new to it, I wouldn't necessarily start grinding straight away. I'd probably look at least trying to level up, you know, maybe not to level 60, but level up, earn some money so you can afford, you know, tents and some of the better weapons and tripods and all that kind of stuff so you can actually grind well. But the basic premise of grinding is just like finding zones, setting up on them, and then like you could almost look at grinding as kind of fast forward efficient hunting, although it can certainly go well beyond that too. Isn't this where we have pheasants like down in the trees, like right down here? I don't see tracks, so I don't know. Go this way then. Thank you for getting me into the Angler. Oh, you're enjoying the Angler, nice. I gotta get back to that. I know the Japan legendaries are out. I have not gotten to mess with those at all. The crab one is hilarious. I want to catch that. Easiest Great One to grind? Almost certainly Fallow Deer. Although it does appear at first glance that pheasants aren't bad. Can you bow hunt gators on a tree stand, or is that dumb? Are you asking me to do that for a video? You can do it. I know people that have done it. I don't know if that's something I would set out to do necessarily. Okay, so I was being told that the zones are often right on the tree line, so let's get back here. Not had much luck on this game in a long time. It can be that way, and then like, you know, one lucky break sometimes, and then you just gotta get on an insane hot streak. Like it's funny how that can work. Those are bird tracks. Are they peasant tracks? Hello. Yes. And where do said peasants live? Because I'm really kind of confused about these things. I feel like if we figured out once, like, where they're actually coming from, it won't be a problem, but I also don't see a rooster track, so is it worth it? Probably not. It's got a jet black wild yak. There you go. I like this one in general, but now I found that out. I have a spot on my wall for a gator. There you go. Yeah, if you set up over like one of the rest zones or whatever, you can absolutely do it fairly effectively. You can also do it if you spook a gator into the water. If you set up a stand in that area where you spooked it to, often they return to that spot. Just got a Melanistic Fox out of nowhere. I thought it was just a dark in game. Nice. Did you shoot it with the right weapon? Hopefully. That's the one that I feel like you can't tell in the dark. Just got an albino's double quail. There you go. Does it ever get annoying getting the same question on every live multiple times? No, because it's like, you gotta, at least from my perspective, like, you gotta realize, it's not like those people have been sitting here getting those questions answered every time and they think like, well, I'll ask it too. They probably just came in, and they haven't had it answered or whatever, so, like, I can't sit here and be like, I already answered that. Because that doesn't help them. So yeah, it doesn't bother me. How many moose zones should I have? Speaking of not being able to help, I'm not really great with like how many zones you need and all that kind of stuff. I probably had like 30 or 40 zones discovered. By the end of it, I was grinding like 6. Like I just picked my most consistent respawn zones and just really hammered those. Only running ethical on this map, I have the 22H and 22-250. There you go. You know, do I have a tent that way? It's way out there. A lot of times it's nice to be able to just kill, you know, even if you shoot him in the back leg, kill him instantly with a 300, but it's the times like what you just had where using an ethical weapon is worth it. I've never had one of those born in the mountains, but I want one. I shot it with a 7mm. Well, at least it was a female and not like a big one, I guess. What are you doing? I don't know. Ooh, messed up a max weight gator. Hey, I'm also in the messed up cool gator club, so it's okay. Would you do a spear hunt in real life? I don't think so. Not that spears aren't, you know, ethical and quick killing, but there's certainly, you know, a razor thin margin for error. If you mess up that throw, you're like, you know, just maiming the heck out of whatever you hit it with, and that's not good. With anything I do in hunting, I try to really minimize margin for error. Like, I really don't take much of like even moving shots. I don't, you know, I don't take very far shots with my bow. I'm really like 40 and under, and frankly 30 and under almost every time. Stuff like that. So yeah, I wouldn't spear hunt. I'm not against it if somebody's good at it, but I know that's not for me. Missed a buck this past weekend because the doe walked right under my tree stand and spooked the whole group. It'll happen, man. You know, if you hunt long enough, just about every conceivable thing will happen. Hopefully you get another opportunity at him. Maybe, was that doe in heat perchance? Because if she was, might be able to catch her in there again. So where'd that rooster go? not you. It's not that important, but would have liked to have gotten them because we're really struggling like in these areas right now. That's got such high pressure. I don't even know that I'm gonna. I mean, we can go there and kill one. Checking my map, managed to get a mellow pheasant and a diamond goose. Nice. How long is your deer season? Our rifle season's 2 weeks, so it ends a week from tomorrow. That's not where that sound came from in my ear, but okay. Shot my personal best buck and first one in a while up in 2F. Oh, nice, man. If you're in 2F, you're not too far from us. Have you posted that in Discord? I've been seeing... I don't even follow the page, but there's a... I think it's Hunting Pennsylvania or something like that, a Facebook page. I just get, like, all their posts in my feed because I guess I look at them and Facebook's like, here's more. So many nice bucks getting shot this year. Wait. Now point species. I would think they're like... Find one run track, critical position. Probably for that. There's a track, is that? No, that's coming this way. Go find my pheasants, buddy. Oh, found them. That was not good, but... Oh god, it's not even going down yet. I didn't, but I can in arrow hunting? Yeah. Oh, you've also seen that? Nice. I just like seeing other people's bucks, honestly, especially in this state, because it's like, you know, it's like, I guess, seeing people post great ones and diamonds and stuff in Call of the Wild chat, like, yeah, I want to go get that. Even though I already tagged my buck this year, it's just a 365-day-a-year obsession, so it just continues. How do you like the new reserve? I quite like it. It's like Reventuli, but without the big game. But, like, there's almost there's a near constant opportunity to shoot something, and I just find that fun. So there is another rooster here. Is there any chance he's with those? I don't think. Well, we'll jump down here, and it's 5:17, so probably we'll end up wrapping up here. What can I say, Stoop? What can I say? Hey, fox. Oh, this is that spot that I don't even know where the pheasants are. There are some around here. Like, there is a zone, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know where it is. Are solid white willow ptarmigan and Call of the Wild rare? I think they're like a not extremely rare. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe they're like a very uncommon. I don't know. What's your favorite movie? I don't watch a lot of movies. Huh? I think Kylo wants me to say Jurassic Park, so. Alright, let's just, oh, it's 8:30 already. We'll bounce through a couple of these spots real quick, see if we can kill any extras, and then we'll wrap up, because we do need to get everything packed up for, very soon at Travel Day. Black bears are tough and away the hunter? They really are. Hey, there's one. I think that's that one that got away before. Oh. Wonder why, like, that time you flushed. Where are you going? Going to Colorado to get married. Is Hunter Call of the Wild your favorite game? I'd say so, yeah. How about a surprise evening Twitch stream? Well, at least until we get back from the wedding, not gonna have opportunities for that, but once we do get back, I definitely plan to stream a good bit. Hopefully the classic holiday events going on. Obviously, like we've done with the past couple great ones. Just spur of the moment grinding streams when I'm done with that day's video or whatever. Just sort of happen. The nice thing is, unlike the tar, like over the summer, it would be, you know, ungodly hot in here, and then we'd have the air running, and then yeah, that fence has hitbox. You know, sometimes that would kick the breaker, that whole situation. That won't be an issue with it being cold out. Hey, thanks, Slime. What? What, huh? Oh, not Mr. and Mrs. Grinding Stream? No, that's something else, I think. That's a solo male. I don't want that. Let's go here. Gotta be careful with pressure. What's up, Cameron? This spot has been good, but again, like, since we've kind of already done a run here, and it's past time, I'm not super surprised to see nothing. Thanks, Levi. Anything good this first stream? I've caught in VR. Wait, am I understanding correctly you're watching the stream in VR? Because that's kind of awesome. We have not had any diamonds or any rares, but we've got a pretty good thing going at this point, like, killing a lot of pheasants. In the last 30 minutes, we've killed close to 20. And there's still, like, a lot of setup and stuff going on, so it's not as if we're just full-on grinding yet. But we're bouncing around to kind of all of our spots one last time here before we wrap up the stream for the evening. Used all my luck on that Max Girl Albino Red Deer before... I didn't even realize... What's going on, Vital? Before lodges, that may have been the first super rare. As far as I know it was, dude. Did you brain shot that? Back when that was allowed? In my head you did, but that might not be true. Does hunting pressure delete zones? Yes. If you get... So basically if you shoot 4 animals in the same spot, that will delete the zone. At least if you shoot 4 animals in the same spot, like, back to back to back. If you clear some of that pressure and then come back and shoot animals there, obviously that's not a problem. Well, that's not a pheasant, but again, we're at the wrong time, so we'll take it. You did? I thought so. Any diamonds today? None today, but I think we've got, like, a really solid basis for this grind. I'd like to... So how many tents can I still set up? 1. Okay, literally only 1 more. So we have 15 tents placed. I definitely want to go and find at least 1 more consistent spot. And even, like, here's not consistent right now. I think here's not consistent, so maybe we move those to somewhere down in here, or, you know, maybe we can do better at finding zones up along here. That's something to factor in. But I think we're in a good spot. I'm actually more optimistic with this pheasant grind than I thought I would be. It definitely feels very, very doable. And maybe we'll do, you know, maybe we'll stick with pheasant. I wasn't sure if we'd go back and forth some. Maybe we will. Or, you know, just commit to fox and then commit to pheasants later. We'll see. But I'm liking pheasants. I just like pheasant hunting generally. And I want rares. So that definitely helps. But I do think, the new great ones drop, they did indeed. I do think that is going to do it for this stream. As I said, we got to get everything packed for travel day, and we're going hunting all day tomorrow, so kind of got to get to bed at a decent time. So I think that will wrap it up. So obviously no streams until we get back from the wedding, but there will be videos every single day until we get back. And then you can expect a lot of spur of the moment streams, hopefully some classic holiday event stuff, and obviously a lot of great one grinding. So anyway, that's going to do it for this one. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the support today. And I will see you in tomorrow's video, which, oh, that's that late hunt with some pretty cool stuff using the new weapons.